Darren, box office guff.
Thank you so much, Lenny. There we go. It's the big eliminator. It's the Chitwan Rhinos taking on the Karnali Yaks. And at the toss, it was the Rhinos who won the toss. They're going to have a bowl first. And it's going to be an exciting contest here. The spectators are in numbers, the batters are coming out, and it's all to play for here at the Nepal Premier League.
Well, I'm so excited. The Chitwan Rhino versus Karnali Yaks played a thriller in the group stages. It was a big toss of the coin. The Rhinos were the benefactors and get to choose, and they're going to have a go with their two left-arm seamers probably opening up, and hopefully can find a little bit of seam movement against the Yaks' brittle batting without Shikadawan in their side, who's still the top run scorer, even though he only played in 4 of the matches. Can they get some runs on the board and give him a chance of winning the eliminator?
Coffee, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, the other two gentlemen have told us who they're thinking going to take this one home. Where are you standing with this one?
Well, look, I'm even. I like both teams. I think the Yaks have done really well to get into the playoffs, but I'm sorry, but I've gone for the orange and black. I do like this colour, and also, you know, I'm an ambassador of Care for Wild, which is a rhino conservation, so I've got to go with the Chitwan Rhinos for now.
So then by default that means I've got to go for the Yaks. As we see it's Jay Kishan Kolsawala. He is in from Baroda. He hasn't played for the Yaks yet. And this is an interesting move to bring in a new player for an eliminator who hasn't had a chance to take a look at these pitches. And he's got to start things off with the bat.
Well, like I said, I think they've missed Shikadawa was such a big player, big personality in your side, and you're looking for ways. They've struggled with a bat, so they need someone to come in and try and get him off to a good start, and they've gone straight with him, straight at the top. Kolaswala, he's a left-hander as well, so there we go, and we're just about ready for this big game, the eliminator, Rhinos versus the Yaks.
Let's play, says the umpire, and we're all set for the eliminator. It's a great start, as expected, from Rijal Brothers. Bowling to left-hander to start things off.
Yeah, done really well, hasn't he? Dakal been really impressive with the new ball in hand. Not come back so well at the death overs, the back end of the innings, but I'll tell you what, with the new ball in hand, Dim and Tambir have been superb for the Rhinos, help get them in a position. And it's been interesting, we've talked about spin, haven't we, especially left arm spin throughout this tournament, but the seamers have been effective. If you look at the top wicket takers in the tournament, it's dominated by seam, really.
This one's into the leg side, and it's a 1-bounce 4. If you start a tournament off, that's how you want to start things off. Jay Kishan starts well.
Wow, there's no having a look, is there? Second ball, there he goes, look at that little flick of the wrist, head still, beautiful technique, and he's watched it all the way to the boundary. Beautiful strike. And as I said, the pitch looks a little bit drier than normal. It's had a couple of days to recover, 3 or 4 days since they were last used, and it looks a belter of a pitch. The ground staff have done a terrific job.
That's a change-up, big appeal, and finger stays down.
Good comeback from Dakal. One thing you've got to do in this form of the game is got to remember the next ball is the one that counts, and that is a fantastic delivery. Late swing into the left-hander, but the right decision from the umpire going down.
Sompal Kami at the toss said he's expecting about 160. What's your take on par score on the surface?
Well, I've always, what I like to do is always just go under what you think, because if you get too greedy, you can end up falling well short. So what I would be looking at now, if I were the Yaks, like I said, they've struggled to get some runs on the board, haven't they? I would be looking around that 160 mark. I really would. But here we go, look at the pitch. Recovered well, the ground staff have done an excellent job. Pitch 6, and there it is. not as damp and cold as it normally is. We've had a beautiful morning here this morning. T-shirt weather here in Nepal.
I don't know about t-shirt weather, but that does look like a good-looking pitch. We've seen the toss have a really big impact, winning the toss, especially these morning games. You want to try and have a ball first. I'm a bit surprised that Sampal Kami said, you know, we're okay, we wanted to have a bat first.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he would have done. I really don't. I think whoever won the toss, I think, would have had a little bowl. It's always good to be positive and make out to your team, but I honestly believe they'd have wanted to bowl first, the Yaks, and know what they were going to be chasing, especially on a good pitch.
Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
White Superlight Pond Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नुभयो त? Download NCL app now or dial *123*6#.
In the previous game as well, it's a bit of an interesting move. They've gotten rid of Babar Hyde for today. He gets a rest. I think Chadwick Walton, he'll need to come in at a time, hopefully, where these guys have laid a platform today. And still very surprised to see Gulshan Jah that far down in the order. It's Sohail Tanveer, and this is going to be the first wicket. The man is an absolute legend. First delivery into the attack, and that's the end of Rit Gautam.
Well, as we've said, if there's anything in the pitch, this man will find it. Sohail Tanveer, been around a long, long time. Celebrated his 40th birthday just the other day. And look at that, drifting across the right-hander, Rit Gautam. And he finds the edge, a good catch by the keeper, diving to his right. And there's the breakthrough the Rhinos wanted. Well happy, a celebration. And unfortunately, for Gautam, he goes first ball duck. And the Yaks, 6 for 1.
Well, it seems that the opening pair woes continue for the Yaks. This is the eliminator. This is where they needed to get things right. And Zishan Maqsood comes up the order today.
Well, you know, I thought he played well the other day, Zishan Maqsood. I think another experienced campaigner. Only got 59 runs in the tournament so far, but I thought he played really, really well. He played a big part for the Yaks. It was 24 hours ago, but Tanveer, the experience, can it count?
A 30 off 35 in the last game for Zishan Maqsood, but they've really experimented with this batting lineup, and for me, I still feel like the likes of Dev Kanal and Gulshan Jah just a bit too low in the order. It's Sohail Tanveer, he's picked up his first wicket, a best of 5 for 21. I mean, there's absolutely nothing that this man cannot do with the ball.
Yeah, he's been around a long, long time, plenty of experience, and I think sometimes when you're struggling with getting runs on the board, and like I said, the loss of Shikhar Dhawan, they're still trying to find that formula and what order is the best for them to use and try and get a score on the board.
Worked into the leg side. Now, Zishan Maksoud's not the quickest between the wickets. And that, to me, may be a bit of a cause for concern.
And here's the wicket. Tanvir pulls off that wrong foot. Can be difficult to face if you've not faced him before. Beautiful catch from Rijal behind the stumps. Going to his right, low as well. Beautiful technique. One to watch if you're a coach out there. The technique of the keeper there, diving to his right. It's a good start from the Rhinos. Tanvir 1 for 1 after just 3 deliveries. Experienced campaigner.
That one go through.
So we're on pitch 6, as you can see. It's pretty central, pretty even the all way around. East 65, west 64, south 63 and north 64 metres. Pretty central.
Slapped. It's going over the infield this time. Don't think it's going to make it to the boundary. He hasn't middled it. Oh, this one might be a bit tighter than we thought.
Yeah, didn't quite get hold of it.
He went around to get to that delivery, or that ball.
It looks like he sliced it off the bat, didn't he? And there we go. The boundary check is on. I think... Oh, I think he might have just saved it. Good in the end. We'll have a boundary check. Umpires are just having a look. I think he's okay. Just well fielded in the end.
Our TV umpire Durganath Svedi into the action early, as he's got to make a quick boundary check call on this. Looks like he's okay. Looks like there's nothing touching the rope when he's clearing the ball. And he doesn't actually end up touching the Toblerone until after he's released the ball.
Yeah, but again, good technique in the outfield. Ravi Bapara helping him out to pick the ball up and throw it in.
It's a swing and a miss, and it's a dot to end the second. The Yaks are 9 for 1.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
मेरो नम्बर मेरै चोइस। आफूलाई मन पर्ने नम्बर छानेर लिनुहोस्।
Hinstar for a complete home.
Cricket. It's obviously the first season from the Nepal Premier League. Been well supported throughout. People have come in their numbers, enjoyed themselves, danced, sang, and found a team to support.
Buffy, I know you've mentioned a few times you want to try and be explosive in these first 6 overs. The power play overs, the field's in. You've got to deal with Dakal, Tanvir, and now we're going to see the first change with the bowling. It's Sharad Veswarkar who's going to come in with the ball. The first bit of spin.
Interesting.
Bit too short. It's going to be pulled away for a single. What do you reckon they should be aiming for here in the first 6 overs? And I'm really surprised that they've taken both of the pacers off this early.
Well, I'm really surprised. Dakal, he went for 6 in the first over. Let's just give the batsman Kosawala a little bit of praise. He played a wonderful shot to get him over the top, but it's a strange move going with the off spin. There's obviously 2 left-handers that brought an off spinner into the attack.
Watch it, boy.
Giving it a bit of air this time, Shard.
Get going, guy, get going.
I mean, yeah, you're right. He hit that one stroke right out of the middle, picked up an early boundary, but he hasn't looked as convincing since. Rashid Riaz, our on-field umpire.
Watch it, watch. Good one, get it done.
And along with him, we have Sanjay Gurung, our two on-field umpires for this morning. Not afraid to toss it up, and that nearly.
Good finish,
And our TV umpire early into the action today, Durganath Subedi.
The relaxed one, always sat up there, overseeing play. TV umpire until he gets called into the action.
Watch!
Should look to pick up a. Oh, they picked up a single, looking for that second to side against it.
Well, like I said, it's a strange move, isn't it? But it's the way cricket's played now. They go in matchups and they say, right, we've got two left-handers at the crease. We'll go with an off-spinner who's going to turn the ball away from the left-hander. It's the way cricket is played now.
Beats the fielder this time, and in good control. Picks up another boundary, Kosawala. 3 gone, it's 16 for 1.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend, drive the ball.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
DHI Happier Home. Today sa hai.
Ended the over well. Kolswala picked up a boundary off the last delivery, and it's going to be Sohail Tanveer who comes back into the action. What do you think they should be aiming at for these power play?
It's sometimes difficult, but let's just have a look at this shot of the off spin. There we go, beautiful technique. Just give himself a little bit of room. He was well happy with that shot. Just watched it sail through the covers. Watch this technically beautiful shot. That's as good as you can see if you're a left-hander playing an off spinner. Hit him with the spin, the safe option. Beautiful strike.
Bowling in the right area, Sohail Tanveer. Can't play forward to that. Just that back of a length.
Yeah, it's important on the pitch. You don't want to give half volleys. Like I said, there's not as much swing or movement around. Ball it back of a length, make them play an aerial shot. And when you're playing in the power play, on this sort of pitch, and they're looking at the score, they're looking to get around that 160 mark. You've got to be looking in the 6 overs to be scoring around that 50, 48 to 50. The power play.
Over the infield this time, and he picks up yet another boundary. This one's raced away for another 4. A good move, bringing in a new batter, and it's paying off.
Oh, Kosawala, it's the first time we've seen him. He looks a good player. He really, really does. The experience of Tanveer, give him a little bit of width, decides to go aerial. It's the best way with only 2 fielders out in the power play. You've got to take advantage on a good pitch. A lovely sunny day here in Nepal. And there you go, use the pace, use your head, and a beautiful strike.
Extra bounce this time. The thing that's really stood out for me in this venue is the fact that they barely had any wind to deal with.
That wind? Yeah, it's not been windy at all, has it? I think when you come here on the morning, what surprised me about coming to Nepal is that cold, that real cold temperature on the morning, early morning. But as the day goes on, it turns into a beautiful, beautiful sunny day, and then it gets cool quite early on in the evening, towards the end of the game. But it's a beautiful day here today for the Eliminator. The gods have shone on us, and we've got off to a good start. We've got a game on our hands here, the Eliminator, the Rhinos versus the Yaks.
Can't get it past the fielder at point, and it's going to be another dot.
There we go, the mascots. My favourite animal, there it is. The rhino. Strong. What do you call them? Unicorns?
Yeah, I call them unicorns. And it's a bit disappointing we've not treated the actual unicorn better in the world. They're actually my favourite animal as well. Love them.
I do too, and I do a lot of work in conservation with a good friend of mine, Kevin Peterson. We've raised a lot of money over the last 6-7 years, and I'll be back in South Africa in June.
Not where he intended it, but it will be a boundary to finish the 4th over. Kolsawala has found his groove. 4 gone, it's 25 for 1.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobsle बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
अब सिद्धार्थ बैंकको कार्ड प्रयोग गरी खरिद गर्दा मोबाइल बैंकिङबाट टप अप गर्दा रिवार्ड पोइन्ट अर्न गर्नुहोस्। सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स, यसमा पोइन्ट छ। सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
It's back to spin as Shard comes back for a second. People always say, you know, unicorns are these mythical creatures. They don't really exist. I'm like, well, they do exist. They're just not rainbow colored. They're fat and non-rainbow colored. Swept this time. And this time it's Zishan Maksud who finally picks up a wicket. Correction, a boundary to his name.
Yeah, he picks up a lovely boundary, actually. It's a lovely shot here, and this is why he's come up the order. He's a good player of spin, off spin into the attack. I said I don't always agree with these matchups. Soon as a left-hander comes in, bring an off-spinner on. But there you go, that's the way to play it. Technically, get the bat right out in front of the pad. Free swing of the arms, and away for a boundary.
Half an appeal. Maybe just going down leg on that occasion.
We've got a good partnership going already. 23 from just 20 deliveries from the Yaks.
Trying to use his feet this time. It's another dot. These dots can add up.
Well, 16 dots so far, but I'll tell you what, we've got intent here from the Yaks. They've realised they've got to do something different with their batting order.
There's something different for you. Down on one knee and put away for a 6. Incredible shot from Zishan Maksud.
Yeah, Siddhartha Bank 6. Absolutely fantastic. 291 sixes now in the tournament. But this is what he's done before. He used to open the batting. And now he's come back further up the order. Off spinner in. Free of the arms again. Gives him a little bit of room. And hoiks it to the leg side into the crowd.
Swept again. And it is taken. It's a wobbly catch, but he holds on. And that's going to be the end of Zishan Maksud.
Yeah, huge breakthrough for the Rhinos. The crowd, the Rhinos fans are happy. Zishan really hit some good shots here. Couple of boundaries, but just didn't get that one right. A little bit finer. Oh, he had a little bit of a juggle. But the delight in the end. It's worked, and the off-spinners took the breakthrough. It's a huge wicket for me. Zishan Maqsood, a powerful player, goes for 14. And the Yaks now, 35 for 2.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नुभयो त? डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123*6#.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Where not just every over counting, every ball counts. As Will Basisto comes to the crease, the Western Australian who's had a good tournament with bat and ball. He'll look to help the Yaks rebuild, having lost 2 here in the power play. He's at the non-striker's end, and the big surprise, well known to old school hardcore fans of cricket in Nepal, Jai Kishan Khalsawala has a century at this ground. Played here in, I think it was 3 occasions, 17, 18 and 2021. I'm sure someone will correct me. And always loves his trips up north. Has played a little bit of professional cricket with Baroda. It was a long time ago. He's looked in good touch. He's on 21. And he started very brightly indeed. It's going to be another boundary for him as I welcome and wish a good morning to HD Ackerman.
Good morning. He's about to give the Yaks their best power play in the entire tournament, because this is their highest score in power plays, and he has looked in good touch. Looks a good player. Pity he wasn't here earlier, because they could have done with him.
And also just the left-hand factor, isn't it? Think about how dominant left-arm spinners have been in the competition. That's why we've seen Sharad Vasakar come back into the team. He's a stylish player, Khalsawala, and he's a bit of a character, won't lie. He can take the gloves when he keeps wicket, and he absolutely adores the big stage. For those, and I know many Nepal fans follow him on social media, doesn't mind the limelight, HD, let's put it that way.
First time that the Rhinos have sort of switched ends for Ducko.
What a fine stroke that is. Smashes through. I think it might be the whiteboard of the Rhinos. A little bit of insult to injury. Collateral damage from Khalsawala. That's a Siddhartha Bank 6.
What a good shot this is. No swing at all for Ducko, which has been his strength in the tournament. But this one sort of just angling back into the left-hander. A little bit surprised. Normally he bowls 2 from one end and Tanvir bowls 2 from the other, but they've changed their tactics here this morning.
Cutter, good change-up. Does look a flat pitch, doesn't it? I would imagine the ground staff, the curation team, who have done, to call it Trojan work and heroic work would be an understatement, HD, throughout the tournament. I'd say the relief that they had of getting sort of 48 hours to actually prepare a pitch, to get a little bit of breath, to be able to work on it all day yesterday when there was another nice warm mid-morning and afternoon. Hopefully we've got a great wicket. Gonna miss the leg stump. Hopefully 2 high-scoring matches.
Well, you bring up a very good point, because when you win the toss here in the morning game and most teams just want to bowl first because the surface has been a little bit sticky, because the curator would just give a little sprinkling of water the night before, and it's almost as if it hasn't had enough time to dry. Whereas maybe, just maybe, that sprinkling of water was allowed to dry yesterday during the day, and it seems to be playing really, really well this morning.
Slower ball, more elegance, more wonderful wrist work from Kalsawala, an immediate impact into the MPL. The Yaks have made a great signing here. Power play's done, it's 49 for 2.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आएको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
प्रस्तुत छ 10 प्लास्ट अटुट जोड मजबुत सम्बन्ध 10 प्लास्ट पाइप्स फिटिंग्स tanks, member of 10 Group.
Boy, they had to go recruiting ahead of these vital playoffs. We've got 4 matches left, and what you're watching live right now is the eliminator. Whoever loses goes out. And this afternoon we'll have first v second, with a direct route for either the Sudar Prashim Royals or the Janakpur Bolts through to Saturday's grand final. And tomorrow we'll have that second qualifier, which will be the winners of this morning's game against the losers of this afternoon. It's the exact same as the IPL style playoffs. It's a system that works really well, rewards consistency and good play in the group stages, and hopefully the best team of the tournament will be crowned champions. We'll find that out over the coming 4 days. Yeah, was there something on this? Shared Visakar seems to indicate there was.
Sisto's off the mark. I think it's a system that works extremely well, particularly when there is as many as 8 teams in the group stages. I think where it falls short is when you go to a franchise competition where there's 5 teams, and then I don't think it works. It almost rewards the team that plays poor cricket and finishes 4th.
Watch it!
50's come up now. Bipin Rawal's had a really tricky tournament, hasn't he? Hasn't made many runs, and he's had a few difficult moments with the gloves. This wasn't an easy chance. It's a big deflection, but it should have been taken for me. Sisto dropped on none. Big moment in the match, you feel. It's the reverse again. Now there is a fielder out there. He'll be able to get back for a couple.
This is a stroke that Sisto has played throughout the tournament. It's been his major run scoring shot, the sweep and the reverse sweep, or the lap or the reverse lap. He does have the ability to come down the wicket and hit the ball down the ground, but he's very, very comfortable getting on bended knee against the spinners.
So the best power play of the tournament for the Yaks, despite losing those 2 wickets, and much of it thanks to the new recruit Kalsawala, who's played with real style and panache, and no shortage of quality. Rick Gautam was dismissed caught behind, but then Kalsawala showed us all of his wares.
Zishan was the first man to go after the dismissal of Rit. He's had 2 poor games at the top of the order. The Yaks are a bit like the old 4x100 relay teams, who sort of have a team that takes them all the way to the finals, and then suddenly they bring in the big guns. because this fella looks a good player.
I have no doubt, in fact, I remember one of the leagues that was here, Gyanendra Malla, I'm pretty sure, played with Jai Kishan Khalsawala. So Gyanendra Malla will have had a big impact on that decision. He'll have recognised that Babra Hyatt has just shown no form whatsoever. Wanted to get the man up across the border from India, and he's had an immediate impact. It's 56 for 2.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Dish Home, Khushi ko connection.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
अब संसारको जुनसुकै ठाउँबाट
आयामी गरेको पैसा सजिलै प्राप्त गरौँ
डाइरेक्ट आयामी पेको सुपर वालेटमा।
Now, Kushal Malla's been a bit hamstrung here, isn't he? He's refusing to bowl himself or Ranjit Kumar, the other left arm spin option, because of Khalsawala's prolific start. There is Gyanendra Malla, almost certainly played in the same team as Khalsawala during one of the other leagues that was here. 3 occasions Khalsawala's been here, 17, 18, 21 from memory. And you'd like to think that Malla's a pretty good judge of a player and a pretty good judge of these conditions. So we might have had a conversation with Babra Hyatt and said, look Babra, you're not doing the business, we're going to need to get someone in. We had Shikhar Dhawan for the first 4 games, and now another Indian left-hander is coming in and doing the business, as Singh-Rotela's overs could be key here.
I just wonder, you know, in the first year of any competition, there's always going to be teething problems, and the management will sit down and say, right, what went well, what didn't go well, and then year 2 is always even better, even though whether that's possible, because this has been magnificent this first year. Just wonder whether this will be a point of discussion. And I know professional sport isn't fair, but I wonder if it is fair on those that have taken you all the way to the playoffs and then suddenly someone new comes within a team. Look at that, Lenny. They're after you again, yeah.
Not sure about that photo on the right. I look gaunt there. One who boosts Nepalese cricket on the world stage. That's very, very kind. Dandavad.
You look Irish on the one on the right because you look see-through.
I think that was probably one of the other gigs I've done here, where I've done 30 games in 12 days or something and hadn't slept for many a week. Too kind as always, you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, one of the kind of big discussions, we had 2 back-to-back events, didn't we, on the Sunday night and the Monday night, both where we were graced with the presence of Brian Charles Lara. One was kind of a VVIP event, a meet and greet BC, and then the second one was a kind of a free-for-all. There was probably felt like 1,000 people there, didn't it? And just from talking to umpires and scorers and Cricket Association of Nepal officials, like, the overwhelming feeling is this competition has been exceeded all expectations. But one of the things I liked to hear was that there was also discussions around the things that can be done better. I think they'll probably want to get the overseas players locked in a little earlier next year. I think there's going to be plenty of players queuing up to want to come. Who doesn't want to play in front of packed houses the whole time and experience the beauty and the majesty of Nepal as a country? Slashed away, Benkenstein, the fielder out there, and keep it to a couple. And that encouraged me. Before some may have rested on their laurels, now they're saying, this is magic, how can we make it even better?
Well, I think what we've seen from some other competitions around the world is those who've rested on their laurels have struggled to maintain the competition, and every sort of year you're wondering if it's going to happen again, or what's going to happen again. I think there is absolutely no doubt that this will go from strength to strength. Thanks largely to the Nepalese public. Little misfield, but they'll settle for the single, so that's the end of the 8th. 61 for 2.
आफ्ना हरेक चिन्ताहरू अब हामीलाई छोडिदिनुस्। तपाईको भोलिको भरपर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs they buzeko cha, your way of quality living.
Join us and the ranks of thousands of successful students who have unlocked their full potential by pursuing their education overseas. Right Path Career Counseling.
It always is in Nepal. There's been some wonderful individual and team performances, but without the fans, I'm not sure what this would have been, and they have made every moment of this MPL utterly memorable. They really have. Long may it continue this season. Switch it. Gets a good piece. All the way. Outstanding batting. It's his go-to shot. Maybe a shade of Peterson in there. It's a Siddhartha Bank 6.
Well, we've seen the lap from Basisto when he hasn't been able to get to the pitch, but here's the switch hit when he's able to get to the pitch of the ball. Oh, that takes some hitting. That, I'm telling you, that's not a small boundary out there. We're fairly in the middle, aren't we, today, the pitch?
You're pretty much spot on equidistance both sides. I think it's 65 metres either way, leg or off here. A strange one to bowl 4 of Vasaker on the bounce here, particularly given he hasn't bowled that much in the competition. Back into the team today. Has proved a little expensive despite that wicket. 65-64, so that's from As We Look HD. We're in that kind of red-roofed building just to the left of the sight screen. And then, as always, you get good reward down the ground, not because it's much shorter, it's very similar, but just that tends to be where you want to score.
Obviously, the other thing, I know you don't like the word obviously, but it is obvious here in Nepal that the altitude that we're at. So 64 meters on the coast might seem a big hit, but here you get it in the air and it does the rest for you.
A couple of dots here. Vasaker will be desperate to get out of his spell here. Just 2 deliveries left for him. Yeah, about 1,450 metres up in the valley. Get up into those hills pretty quickly. Get up above to even above 3,000 by road. Dragged down, hammered away. Kulsawala, an immediate impact into the tournament, and Vasaker taking a bit of tap.
Again, the debate of matchups will be spoken about, because Sharad hasn't bowled a lot, but he's definitely bowled because there is a dangerous left-hander at the crease. But surely Kushal Mala has got to back himself against the new man.
Good delivery to finish, but he's been expensive, Sharad Vasaker. 1 for 37 for him. The Yaks, 74 for 2.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
DHI happier home today sahe.
Axe this is. Will Basisto striking at 120. Good numbers from him. But it's Jesh Kishan Kulsawala who is lighting up things for the Yaks in his first appearance. He was only announced at 8 AM this morning. And one thing I want to touch on, Ravi Bapar, who's had a brilliant tournament with the bat. He not have been a better sort of part-time option if Kushal Malla doesn't want to bowl the left arm spinners because of the power hitting of the left-handed Kulsawala at the crease.
A very experienced performer in T20 cricket, how he varies his pace. But we've been waxing lyrical about Kushal Malla's leadership. It's one of the 3 strings to his, or the 4 strings to his bow, I should say. It's been the one I've been most impressed with.
Gonna dash a quick single, get home comfortably. How much of that comes down to the coaching and support staff planning the game the night before, or in this case maybe the morning before, because Kulsawala only announced this morning? Do they say to Kushal as he's going out, look, we can't bowl the left arm spinners, wait till he gets out?
I certainly hope that that's not how it's said, that we can't bowl the left arm spinners, because left arm spinners have got left-handers out all through this tournament. Sweeper out there. Again, I mean, we don't want to mention ad nauseum this whole matchup thing, but matchups are crucial. Matchups are things that are spoken about at team meetings. Analysts pound information into you around matchups, but cricket is a forever evolving game, and a captain has got to sometimes make a decision based on feel and can't be reliant on a coach who's sitting off the side of the field. And hopefully a coach would make a captain knowing that he would trust him. Pace taken off. So I would hope that those decisions are not made purely off the field.
Gorgeous scenes today, very clear day. You sometimes get it this time of year if there's snowfall up in the mountains, which there has been. Yeah, and for me, Umesh Patwal, a very much loved coach and respected coach here in Nepal, the former national team coach. I don't think he's the kind that would compel upon Kushal Malla that he can't do what he wants at all. In fact, I know him very well. I don't think he'd be like that. And I know there's a great team analyst for the Rhinos in Rajan, Momo Cricket as he's fondly known here in Nepal. So they'll have done everything, every piece of work you could imagine. But it is incredible to think we're 10 overs into the contest, we're yet to see left arm spin. I think that might be the first time in the tournament. And that's purely because of the threat of Kulsawala. And maybe a little bit because of that wild card factor of him having come in so late as well. The Yaks are certainly more than in this game. If anything, they're ahead of the game at the halfway stage. It's time for the drinks break. Karnali, having been inserted to bat first, are 79 for 2.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ. सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश. यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी. सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश.
Fresh, freshness that bonds.
म त निर्धक्क छु. प्रभु इन्स्योरेन्स छ साथ. अनि तपाईको?
प्रभु इन्स्योरेन्स, protecting your future.
Himstar for a complete home.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha, your way of quality living.
Himstar for a complete home.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
DHI happier home. छुट्टै छ है.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
मेरो नम्बर मेरै चोइस आफूलाई मन पर्ने नम्बर छानेर लिनुहोस्
Good as well, and we have to really talk about the composition of the side and also the fact that for the first time we've not seen left arm spin early in an innings. We've seen them open the bowling bowl the first 5 overs, but no signs of left arm spin, Darren.
No sign whatsoever, and I think what they did with the left-handers of Zishan and Kolsawala, they went for the off-spin, didn't they? And did it work? It picked up the wicket, Zishan Maqsood, but I thought going for 37 off his 4 was a strange decision from the Rhinos. And here's another one. This is a guy who bowls really well in the middle overs. I mean, so experienced. His T20 career, 486 matches. Ravi Bopara. He's been along that long. I actually played with Ravi Bopara for Essex many, many years ago.
You did mention that, Darren, sometime back as well off air, that in 2004 he had made his Essex debut, I remember. Just backs away. Bosisters look good. This partnership worth 44. Is it an unwritten rule, Darren, that with 2 left-handed batters or a dangerous left-handed batter in the middle, you'll want to avoid having a left-arm spinner in operation?
A strange one, isn't it? These matchups now, the analysts have taken over the game.
And immediately the experience comes to the fore. On target, right on the money, Ravi Bopara.
Ravi is a good friend of mine, and he's someone who doesn't react to early morning starts, but he's a very, very intelligent cricketer. He's an unbelievable player. He's getting better with age, but he's clever with the ball as well. He mixes the pace up well. He can swing the ball away from the right-hander, but he bowls knuckle balls, lots of different slower balls.
Yeah, you've got to eke out a wicket over here if you're Chitwan Rhinos, because you can't be sitting and waiting for things to happen, Darren.
No, you can't. And like I said, Kolsawala, they've not seen much of him. It's his first game in the tournament. They've drafted him in, and he's played really well. And Basisto, he's mainly a batter who can bowl off spin. I know he's been effective in one of the games, picking up 6 wickets, but with a bat, he's looked pretty solid, hasn't he, the last 2 games? He really has. He's the second highest run scorer after Shikhar Dhawan for the Yaks.
Yes, and he's employed that reverse switch hit to very good effect. How good a surface is this, Darren? Just goes to show it's hard, true, good bounce, sporting wicket.
In fact, now he is the highest run scorer for the Yaks. I think he's taken over Shikhar, who only played in 4 matches. But the pitch is an absolute belter. Pitch 6, been used before. I think we saw some terrific games just a few days ago on this pitch, and it looked a belter this morning. It really did. I went out there for the first time thinking this is solid. It's well recovered. The ground staff done a wonderful, wonderful job. They'd watered it. They've had the sunshine to dry it out. There was no cold dampness to it whatsoever, and it's played beautifully.
Yeah, ball in the width of the stumps, in the channels. Saw Gulshan Jha sometime back when the visual is in the dugout. Here's the Gulshan Jha special loading today. He scored unbeaten 49 a couple of games ago. Certainly has the shots in the book, Darren, and if he gets going, he'll clear the ropes with consummate ease.
Absolutely. When you're looking at the score now, 81 for 2 after just 10.4, you've got to be thinking 9 and over going on in, or 10 and over. You've got 8 wickets in hand. You've got to be looking around that. And anything between 160 and 180 as the ball just dribbles out to the outfield. They just take the 1 run. Good calling between the 2 Canali Yaks batters. Looks an happy dugout. Happy dugout, Mikhail. They look happy.
Yeah, Gulshan Jha, Dev Khanal, a lot of batting to come. They've increased the depth by changing the top order and bringing in Kolsawala. Good move with the Karnali Yaks over here. Chadwick Walton as well is going to come in. Sompal Kami, Arjun Garti has been amongst runs. Yeah, it's a good mix. And this partnership worth 48 and 36. A bit of a misfield, recovers well. He'll only keep it to 1. Good, nice start here for Ravi Bopara as well. Gives away only 4 runs in his first over. It's 83 for 2.
नयाँ पुस्ताका सपनाहरू थाहै नपाइकन आफ्ना सपनाहरू बनिसकेका हुन्छन्। ती सपनाहरूलाई पूरा गर्नुस्, खुलेर जिउनुस्। सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स, खुलेर जियौं।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha, your way of quality living.
DHI happier home छुट्टै छ है।
NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नुभयो त डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123*6#.
With one ball to spare, Bopara was amongst runs for them, but the Yaks just managed to sneak out a win. Kolsawala, he's loading and he started off so well. How difficult is it for a player to just be drafted into the side and come out and put up an effort like this, Darren?
Well, there's nothing to lose. Let's look at it like that. He's come in, he's flown in. What did he do, land last night? Straight in, gets the kit. He hadn't even got a name on his back, not had time, and he's straight out in the middle in the heat of the action. But I'll tell you what, he's definitely impressed me. You've seen him a few times, haven't you, Mikhail? And you told me he's a good striker of a cricket ball, gets off to a flyer.
Yeah, he likes to dominate. He does not allow the bowlers to get on top of him. Very fearless. That's how he plays his cricket. But at the moment, the Rhinos need to break this partnership. He's looked good in this tournament, Bosisto. How good a surface is this? Square of the wicket, down the ground. And the partnership as well with that single, worth 50 now.
Good partnership, 50-38. We've talked, haven't we, throughout the tournament, the importance of partnerships. It's almost been old-fashioned type cricket where if you can get a good couple of partnerships within the innings, you know you're going to get a good total on the board where the spinners have come into play. But this looks a slightly better pitch. I think both teams have realised the importance, if they're going to bat first, of getting a good score. And the Yaks have got a good platform now.
Yeah, he's played smart cricket. Very well done, Kolsawala. Drafted into the side, playing his first game in the big eliminator, and he brings up a 50. And what a way to do it in a crunch game.
Well, he's got Titan on the bat, but that is a Titan innings. It really is a needed innings for the Yaks. 50 from 36 deliveries, an amazing strike rate of just under 139. Fantastic. 6 fours, 2 sixes. A good addition to the Yaks lineup.
Yeah, you talk about the impact a batter can make up front. Darren, just a piece of number, Yaks have hit 7 fours in total in the last 12 overs and 6 have come from the bat of Kolsawala.
There you go, he's happy. It's come into the side. 6 fours and 2 sixes. Fantastic, really has been a wonderful, wonderful start for the Yaks. They'll be happy with this signing. The analyst did his job.
He certainly is. That dugout will be feeling vindicated, the ownership, the management. We set the saddle on the right horse, they're saying.
They did indeed. They did, and the Rhinos are the one on the back foot at this moment in time. They really are. Won the toss, decided to have a bowl, which is the right decision, I think. It's a good pitch. Though if there were going to be anything in this wicket, it was going to be that first 2-3 overs. If they could just nip out a couple with the left arm, experienced Sahil Tanvir and Dakal.
He's always been cheeky and he's always fancied that shot as well. And it has come with great amount of dividends. Bosisto gets a 4 to end over number 12. 7 runs coming off it. It's 90 for 2.
अब संसारको जुनसुकै ठाउँबाट
आयामी गरेको पैसा सजिलै प्राप्त गरौँ
डाइरेक्ट आयामी पेको सुपर वालेटमा
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha, your way of quality living. प्रस्तुत छ 10 plast अटुट जोड मजबुत सम्बन्ध 10 plast pipes, fittings, tanks, member of 10 group.
He was in daring mood, and after that shifted gears and brought up his first 50 in his very first game. Flown in yesterday, and he's done the job for the Yaks, and he's still. Would you want to keep them away from the game?
Well, it is. They're trying to hide him, aren't they? They're trying to get rid of Kolsawala, but if I were Kolsawala, I'd just now be saying, right, Basisto, take the risks. I'm going to bat, and I'm going to wait for those left-arm spinners. I'm in, and I'm going to go big. So Basisto has to be the one who takes the lead here and be the one who takes the risks. And if he can go on and Kolsawala and bat through, he has 3 figures.
Yeah, and interestingly, Malla has been having a good outing with the ball.
He does, but one thing Malla does, and I've talked about this, he has to bowl at the bigger boundary, but it's pretty even, the boundary measurements all around that 64 mark, and he does throw the ball up. There he is in the deep, thinking as skipper, when do I bring myself into the lineup? But he does lob it. He gets it high above the eye line, and Kolsawala will be thinking, nice.
Yeah, he's given that a lovely little heave, but he finds the fielder in the deep. They'll get a couple of runs. A good use of his feet. He's looked a good batter. He's looked $1 million in the middle, Kolsawala.
Yes, these are some of the shots. That was a beautiful shot to get him off to a flyer, and another one through the leg side. He really has it all round the ground. That one straight, and using his feet is beautiful.
Yeah, he picked his deliveries, picked the length early, played all around the ground, mixed caution with aggression, and threw caution to the winds when it mattered the most. Yeah, this is a great move by the Yaks, but a test for Kushal Malla as captain as well, Darren.
He does, and I think he's struggling straight off a plane. He's getting the physio out. Something's going on. He doesn't feel great.
Yeah, you got to hydrate yourself. It's a warm, sunny afternoon with a bit of nip in the air as well, and this is how things look like at the moment. Who will it be? The Rhinos or the Yaks that will move into Qualifier 2, which will be played tomorrow on the 19th. And then we have a very big contest lined up later in the day. Sudur Paschim Royals, number 1 versus number 2. The Janakpur Bolts take on each other in Qualifier 1, and the loser of Qualifier 1 will take on either Chitwan Rhinos or Karnali Yaks, and the big final on December 21st.
Yeah, been a fantastic tournament. It really has. At the moment, well, Kolsawala gets a little bit of treatment from the Karnali Yaks physio. Helmet's back on. He's had his drink. He's had his painkiller, and he's ready to rock and roll.
Right, Darren, how was the day's break? What did you do? How was the day's break? What did you do?
What, the break yesterday? Oh, I didn't do much, to be honest. Just watched a bit of TV. I went for a massage. I just enjoyed it, and it's just nice to get a bit of downtime, isn't it? I went for a little walk, actually, along the streets in Nepal, near the hotel. Really enjoyed it, little walk.
Wow, that's some banner. I hope I can read through all of it. Messi fan, Sompal fan. Yeah, he's picked that. And he finds the fielder. The break may have broken the momentum, but Bopara strikes and gets the danger man, Kolsawala. This is a huge moment in the game.
Wow, I don't know what he had in that drink. There was something going on, wasn't it? The physio called into play. He's obviously struggled straight off an aeroplane into the middle. Played a wonderful innings of 50. But Bopara, a clever performer. And there we go, just hit it straight to the fielder at short fine. And the star man, who's been brilliant for the Yaks at the top, 53 from 39 deliveries. There he goes, Coach Sharad. Ball Bopara, 53 from 39 balls, and the Yaks in a good position, 94 for 3.
Big moment here for the Rhinos. Just an opening they were looking for as Gulshan Jha walks out, a strike rate of 110. Those 49 runs were a treat to the eyes for any cricket fan and viewer. He looked so good in that essay. 230s for him, very destructive, and what a time as well to make an entry. Stage is set, platform laid, Darren.
It is, they're in a good position here, the Karnali Yaks, but the Rhinos, big wicket up, getting Kolsawala, got them off to a good start. I think any time soon now we might see the left-arm spinner come into the attack. Saying that, he's just come to the crease, he does bat left-handed, but he's just to the crease.
Yeah, I like the way Sompal Kami and that think tank has been working their batting lineup over here. Another left-handed batter. Wonder what's going through Kushal Malla's mind.
Yeah, right, left. Here's a replay of the wicket. Just LT on its way. Nothing wrong with the shot. It's just aerial. The fielder's in the right place. Good bit of captaincy. There's a slower ball from Ravi Bapara. Bit of an off-cutter, and there it is. Good catch.
What an over. Only 4 runs and the big wicket of Kolsawala. That's Ravi Bopara. 13 gone, 94 for 3.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
मैच को मिठो साथी रिजाल्स नमकीन जति खाए पनि खाउ खाउ लाग्ने
DHI Happier Home. Today sahay.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
The Karnali Yaks, and finally in the 14th over, Captain Kushal Malla says it's time to bring in left arm spin. Remember there's Ranjit Kumar as well.
Just call me Captain Gough. Captain in the side from up here in the comms box. There he is, 8 wickets in the series so far. Good average, 19, and economy. Pretty impressive too.
That could have just gone into self-destruction as well, shy the stumps, and they'll run on the overthrow. All happening here. Opportunity gone, a begging, and they'll steal a second run as well. Oh, the vibe out there is wonderful, and who better to give us a feel of it? Andrew Leonard right in the midst of all the action.
Thanks, Mikhail. I'll tell you, the buzz up here in the crowd is quite incredible, and some of the stories from some of these fans, you can see who some of them are supporting. Karnali fans here. Who's been your favourite player for Karnali this tournament?
For me, it's Bisisto. He's played exceptionally well as well, and he has played for the team as well. The new player, Jackison, he has done exceptionally well today. He has just opened the batting card as well.
He's brought it all together, hasn't he, Kolsawala? What about you, sir? What's been your favourite moment of the tournament? I know you're supporting the Chitwan Rhinos.
Well, there have been several favourite moments for me, but one of them is that moment when you put the Dhaka Topi in the brain Lara's head, and every other English commentator. Thank you very much, Leonard. And for being a Chitwan Rhinos fan, the favorite moments are those. Okay, that's good. Okay.
We've got a topi in our head. Listen to some of these stories here now. Now, you had a big moment earlier in the tournament, sir, didn't you? Did you have a chance at 25,000 rupees and you dropped it?
Yeah, I dropped it. That was a very nice moment for me. That was the very excellent moment for me to catch the ball, but I missed it. That was.
What went wrong?
Actually, I am hot, so I can't give my full effort with 2 hands. My hand is broken, so I can't give my full effort. So.
Well, maybe when Kushal Malla comes to bat, you're going to get another chance. We've got a wicket. We're going back upstairs. See you guys.
And it's Kushal Malla once again, the partnership breaker, hesitant to bring himself on, and when he does, he's finally got the big wicket of Gulshan Jha.
Yeah, the skipper, he's kept himself back until the new batter comes to the crease. Gulshan Jha just trying to push it round on the leg side for 1, but he's a clever performer, is Malla. A little bit of turn, but missed. Other than that, missed a straight one. Let's be fair. Malla's delighted, the Rhinos are delighted. Gulshan Jha, a dangerous player, goes for 0, 0, duck, however way you want to put it, and the Yaks, 97 for 4.
Just an opening here the Rhinos were looking for. 2 wickets in the space of 3 runs as Walton walks out. He's had his moments too in this competition. 230s for him and a strike rate under 110.
Yeah, strange really. 2 right-handers at the crease. Two right-handers at the crease now. Mala kept himself out of the attack, wanted to bowl at the right-handers. The left-handers have thrown it away. Kulsawala's gone and Gulshan Jar's gone, and now they're left with 2 right-handers at the crease. Basisto, who's been fantastic for the Yaks, and now Chadwick Walton, who I think's a very good player. Been around again, experience, good player.
And he's off the mark immediately as well, with a single down to long gone. Yeah, let's head back to Nepal's very own Andrew Lenny.
Yes, thank you so much, Mikhail. I want to tell you one more story. This is Karuna here. Karuna, you've come from Chitwan. What time did you leave this morning?
We leave at the 2 a.m. for the cricket match towards the NPL from Chitwan to Kathmandu. We haven't eaten anything. We just came here at early 9 a.m.
This one's reverse swept away for 4. It's going to get us to the end of the 14th over. Another boundary for Karnali. We got happy fans on both sides. So did you get on a bus at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, we came on bus here at 2 a.m. We haven't eaten anything. We all are hungry. We Chitwan fans all are hungry here.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
DHI Happier Home. Today sahi.
Any Sudar Prashim fans here? Where's the Sudar Prashim? We got a Sudar Prashim fan. Remember, they're the best supported team in the tournament. Who's going to win the tournament, sir?
I guess Sudar Prashim is going to win this tournament.
Okay. Guys, we're going to get back up to you in the commentary box. It's fever up here, loving the MPL.
I'll tell you what, Andrew and Darren, they may be Sudur Paschim fans, they may be Karnali Yak fans, but all of them are quite certainly Andrew Leonard fans, Darren.
Yeah, he knows how to play, doesn't he? Lenny loves it. They love the old Andrew Leonard. They love his haircut, lack of it, and he wears that topi well, doesn't he? Really, really well. Ranjit Kumar will come into the attack now as well. Another bit of left arm. 2 right-handers at the crease. Good move from Mala, the skipper.
Absolutely, Darren. But just listening to the fans, that young girl leaving at 12 a.m, taking a bus, coming to watch this game. Office has given a holiday for them to come and watch this match. Unprecedented love, acceptance for cricket. And in real sense, it's the festival of the Himalayas. What a celebration. Good opportunity meanwhile for the Rhinos, Darren.
Yeah, they've got themselves back into the game now, and if you look at the current run rates here, they keep going at where they are. They're going to get a 145. They'll be aiming more for that 9 and over, around 155, which I think would be a kind of par score.
Yeah, the plan is simple. One of these batters will take matters into their own hands. And looks like Walton also is just about fighting and finding that striking zone of his.
Yeah, I think Chadwick Walton is a player who prefers pace coming onto the bat rather than spin.
How wonderfully he launched into this one. Went down on his knee. It was full stretch and follow through. Chadwick Walton's warming up in the middle.
It is, and what tends to happen here, It's been a festival of sixes, 295 sixes now, Siddhartha Bank 6, and there it goes. Once you get the ball aerial here in Nepal, it sails, it flies, and it travels a long way, and it's good enough from Walton for a maximum.
Nicely struck. Make that 2 and 2. Chadwick Walton means business in the middle. One in front, one behind square.
Well, this is what it's about. The fruit machine. They're on fire here now. A bit of a quiet time, couple of wickets down. But there we go, Chadwick Walton comes into the crease. Lower down the order, but he started off with 2 magnificent strikes and 2 sixes.
The Siddharth Bank sixes, crossing ropes, creating hopes. Nicely played. Oh, he's got some bat on it, looks like. And that'll race away for a 4. 18 runs coming off over number 15. And this has been a good counter-attack and turnaround for the Yaks after a middle-order blip in the middle. They finish on 120 for 4 in 15. We have an exciting 5 overs lined up.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
Boy, it's coming to life here for the Yaks. The last over, a really good one, thanks to Chadwick Walton. It's me alongside HD Ackerman to take you through the last 5 of this innings. The last 3 balls of the previous over.
The altering of the batting order seems to have worked for the Yaks. The introduction of a new overseas player at the top of the order.
They've completely flipped the batting order up. And it was a really good half century as well from the new man, Kolsawala. 53 off 39.
Proved problematic for the Rhinos' tactics, really. Kushalmala likes to bring himself on early, but he resisted that because of the left-hander.
Maybe a height issue. They've had a good start, and 160 might not be off the cards here.
Maybe a little bit of height, maybe a bit of doubt of where that pitched as well. But it was very tight on that leg stump for Sohail Tanvir.
I think just struggling a little bit with the altitude, maybe. Had the physio come out to see him as well. Big, loud shout from Basisto. And they're going well, these two. Do not want to make any dumb mistakes, no run-outs. Not when Chadwick Walton's struck 1 4 and 2 6s in the fashion that he has. Definitely a lot of support for the Rhinos in the stands today.
Not sure who's got away with that, to be honest. Whether it's Walton feels as though he should have cut that away for 4, or whether Tanvir thinks it's too tight to cut and he should have found the outside edge. In the end, a stalemate.
Do you play chess?
I know how the pieces move.
Oh, this might be a tight run. And now there's total confusion out in the middle. It has all happened on this last delivery, and it's a no ball. We're going to see a free hit. Runouts almost on both ends. They both survive. Tanvir's overstepped, and it's going to be a free hit.
And not for the first time. Sohail Tanvir just oversteps the mark, and so it will be a free hit. Yeah, Walton wanted to come back through for a second, but Basisto had run past the stumps. He was at full tilt, just trying to make sure that he got in safely, and so he would have almost had to. He would have had to run 2 lengths of the pitch. He's gone a long way past. There's no ways that's a run. And Walton acknowledges that it was an error on his behalf.
Low full toss, pulled away into the leg side. And this should get home for 2. An eventful over comes to an end. 16 gone, it's 127 for 4.
Mata, irtakkasu. Prabhu Insurance socha sath. Ani tapaiko?
Prabhu Insurance, protecting your future. तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
127 for 4 with 4 overs to come. At this rate, they get to just under that 160 with 159 and a decent partnership starting to form as well. 30 off 15 between these two. The skipper, Kushal Malla, coming in for a second. Goes down the ground this time, Chadwick Walton, and he won't find the boundary. There's confusion again between the wickets. They've got to start communicating better, these two.
I think what the bowling card suggests is that there's the matchups haven't worked today. Kushal Malla didn't bowl himself early because of the left-handers, bowled Sharad. Sharad went for 37 in his 4 overs. Then he brought Ranjit on to bowl left-arm spin to the right-handed Walton. Ranjit's gone for 18 in 1.
Sweeps this time.
Now, the pick of the bowlers, who so far has been Kushal Malla, so far, anything can happen. If he continues in this manner, he's probably not going to bowl his allotted 4 overs.
This is a biggie. Goes down the ground and he'll find the crowd. Chadwick Walton. This is his 3rd 6.
Well, that was just floated up by the skipper. Ranjit went the distance. Left arm spin to right hander, something that the left armers like to do. But Walton fancies this, and he fancies this sort of pace as well. The platform has been laid. It's now time to put the foot down.
He's a powerful man. And when he gets a hold of it, it's guaranteed to end up in the stands. Slow again, and this is a missed opportunity, misjudged. Trying to go up and over the offside. And patted down. Top shot this. And very well fielded in the deep.
He didn't quite find the middle of the bat here, Basisto. Came down the wicket, but he was undone by the length. But what a bit of fielding here in the deep. That is quite exceptional if that hasn't gone for 4. Brilliant. Saved 2. Luke Benkenstein, the fielder at long on.
A bit too short. Will Basisto pulls and Will Basisto finds the boundary. Turned out to be an expensive over from the captain, Kushal Malla. It's 17 gone, the Yaks 142 for 4.
DHI Happier Home. Today sahi.
Right Path Career Counseling. Right counseling for quality education.
Himsta for a complete home.
Gone. They've got 3 overs to come, and the partnership now 5 runs shy of 50 runs. 2 set batters, and the Rhinos have a bit of a headache on their hands because this game could slip away. It's a big total and looking like it's going to get bigger.
Captain Sampal Kami said at the toss that he wanted around about the 160, and I must admit I had to blink because they haven't got to 150 in this entire tournament yet. Their batting's really been a real weak link, but they're well on their way to achieving that target. Here's Dakal.
Inside out, into the offside, and that's another boundary. Good looking stroke from Chadwick Walton.
He's in the mood here, Walton. A little bit of width with the left hander going across and clears that left leg, as they so often do when looking for boundaries at the back end.
That's a poor delivery. Low full toss, down leg, and helped away for another boundary. Back-to-back 4s. Rijal Brothers needs to find his mark soon because the 50-run partnership has come up 53 off 23 deliveries, and Chadwick Walton is in a mood.
Well, Dakal's been impressive for the Rhinos, but more with the new ball at the beginning inside the power play rather than at the back end where there's been some struggles for him. Chadwick Walton now striking at it. Well, that is impressive.
Calling for 2. He'll settle for 1. Well, Basisto just having a quick chat with Chadwick Walton. 150 is passed, and the last 50 comes in just 20 deliveries. It's the reverse, and he gets a hold of it this time. Will Basisto is going to pick up 6 for this.
Wow! What a shot this is. What a shot by Will Basisto. Brave and perfect. The Yaks are coming good at just the right moment here. Basisto is one away from his second half century in the tournament.
49 off 36. 3 fours, 2 sixes, and 1 run away from a half century. He has had a real impact for the Yaks. Brings out the switch hit again. And he's going to get his half century. 50 comes up. Nearly a chance. Not taken, and it's 50 off 37 for Will Basisto.
That's an exceptional innings. Exceptional innings from just 37 deliveries. He's been the pick of their players, Will Basisto, with bat, with ball in the field. And I wouldn't be surprised if the contract has already been drawn up, and maybe with a little increase as well, because they'll want to hang on to him for season 2, that's for sure.
A bit too wide, and this time it's slapped. Past point for another boundary. This has been a very expensive over from Rijal Brothers. 18 overs gone, the Yaks are 162 for 4.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
म्याच को मिठो साथी रिजाल्स नमकीन जति खाए पनि खाउ खाउ लाग्ने
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
20 runs off the last over. It was an expensive one for the Rhinos. And the Yaks are starting to get themselves in a very comfortable position here in the first innings. They've passed that 160 mark that Sampal Kami had set at the toss. And it's Sohail Tanvir for his final. Comes down the track. It will be a misfield, and they'll pick up 2 runs.
Good innings. Yeah, took his time up front, brought out the trademark reverse sweep and sweep, and then when Walton walked to the wicket, his acceleration took place. But he's gone now. He's gone now, and perishes in the cause, but a lovely innings again from Will Basisto.
He should be very, very happy with his effort today. Ash at his side, brought up the order. Sohail Tanvir picks up his second wicket. Tried to be unorthodox again, Will Basisto, and the ball manages to find the leg stump. A good innings comes to an end, a very handy innings comes to an end as he goes for 52 off 39. The Yaks are 164 for 5. Dave Canal coming in a lot later in the order than he would have expected. His job, get Walton on strike.
And I thought he had done it. Walton turned him down. Just nudged it into cover. Walton said, no, stay right there. He hasn't a good tournament, but he's a good player.
Yeah, both he and Gulshan Jha, good players, just haven't quite found the form that they would have liked here at the NPL. Into the leg side. It's a bit too full. He can't get under it as well as he'd like, but it's 2 runs picked up.
I think when you're 5 down now and you've just got 8 deliveries remaining, both batters are going to be looking to just try and find boundary after boundary here. They want the big finish. They're eyeing out 180. Tanvir's been good again.
At 40, continues to pick up wickets, 2 for 22. Got the early breakthrough today. Nearly chopped on. But it's Walton now who's on strike.
You can never be critical of the way that Basisto's got out here, because it's a shot that has been so successful for him throughout the tournament against both seam and spin. He is so comfortable playing the ball behind him with sweeps and reverse sweeps, so just went to a strength that didn't pay off for him. Well, his team in Western Australia, he plays for the team called University in Western Australia. They've progressed to the final of the local T20 competition, so they'll have him for that.
Worked into the leg side, and a good time to have him back as well. 19 gone, it's 168 for 5.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
ब्याङ्किङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स। यसमा पोइन्ट छ। सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
DHI Happier Home. Today's है.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल, असली नै रोजौं।
So that signal that was made there was just to show that there is an in-game penalty that has been imposed upon the Rhinos for a slow over rate. They haven't managed to finish their overs in the allotted time, and so an extra fielder has to come inside the 30-yard circle. 5 fielders have to be inside the 30-yard circle. They've gone to Rijal Brothers here again to finish things off. It's gone for 40-3. He's going to be under tremendous pressure, this young guy.
Sorry? Under pressure, and with Chadwick Walton to face, who's 42 off 18. It's the last over. Past the 160 mark, and Walton could make this a big over.
Well, he can't afford to be down the leg side with 2 men up inside the 30-yard circle behind square on that leg side.
That's hit hard, right past his hand, and they'll pick up 2 runs again.
Walton clears his left leg, virtually standing like a baseballer. He bowls it in that hitting zone. He just opens up the area from deep mid-wicket all the way around to point if he gets the length wrong.
That's a misfield, and it's going to cost them some runs. Should have had that covered. Might have a run out. They'll scamper across. It's going to be 2 byes. Not what you want from your keeper at this time.
This is horrendous cricket from the keeper. First and foremost, he makes the mistake, which then leads to 2 because he doesn't even bother to go to the stumps. He just stands in his same position. The throw comes in. The keeper standing. What's he doing there?
Looking for the second, looking for the second! And they pick it up.
Great running from Dev Canal, understanding the situation, the need to get Walton back on strike. He was almost ready to sacrifice himself. He was always going to take two. He gets his head down, he touches, and he's going.
Rijal Brothers trying to keep them as full and wide as possible from Chadwick Walton. 46 now of 21 deliveries. A slight nick, and he's going to be run out. In fact, I think it's going to be Dave Canal who's run out on this one. Turning out to be a very good over, though, this from Rijal Brothers.
Yeah, just looking for absolutely everything here in the final over. Little cutter, pace taken off, holes in the surface. And this time, the job's done. So Canal goes for 3. The Yaks, they're in a strong position here. 174 for 6.
It's the captain coming out in the middle. Moves across the line. And just the one delivery to come, turning out to be an exceptional over here from Dakal.
Needed a direct hit. And got one. Right, Walton on strike. He needs 4 for a half century. It's the final delivery of the 20 overs. The Yaks are in a good position. Deserves a 50 here. Chadwick Walton has played quite brilliantly.
That is going to be a dot to finish the innings. He was expecting a wide. This is well bowled. He's going to have a quick chat with the umpire as he walks off. Regardless, the 20 overs are done. It's 175 for 6 on the board for the Yaks. It's been a very decent innings with the bat.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I know what Chadwick Walton's saying. He feels as though the umpire has moved the wide line because of where he's standing, but that was his original stance. But I think that the ball from Dakal was within that tram line. Really good innings from Chadwick Walton, unbeaten on 46, and the Yaks will be more than happy with their morning's performance. The Rhinos, they're going to have to play very, very well, unless if they want to not go home.
But 2 half centuries and 1 almost getting to a half century. It's been really good with the bat today. Kolsawala, a new addition, comes in 53 off 39 for him. Will Basisto was exceptional today, 52 off 39 for him. And Chadwick Walton, what an innings towards the end, 46 off 23. Unlucky to not get to that half century mark for himself, but he has played very well. Some decent looking partnerships as well between Kolsawala and Basisto. 59 off 46. He had a good one with Zishan Maksud up as well, 29 off 23. And that last one, Walton and Basisto, 67 off just 29 deliveries, setting themselves 175 for 6.
I don't think they got their bowlers quite right today. The Rhinos got caught up in the old match-up discussion, and it didn't really work out for them. Sahel Tanvir bowled exceptionally well, and there's 2 for 20. 2 for 24. Ravi Bopara just bowling the 2 overs. There's a surprise right there.
अब खेल्नेछ नेपाल।
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
म्याक्सको मिठो साथी रिजाल्स नमकिन जति खाए पनि खाउ खाउ लाग्ने।
तिमीलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ।
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती।
सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी मा लगानी किन गर्ने? आफ्नो बच्चाको उज्जवल भविष्यको लागि, आनन्दसँग रिटायरमेन्ट बिताउनको लागि, आफ्नो सपनाको घर बनाउनको लागि, लङ टर्ममा धेरै फाइदा पाउनको लागि। त्यसैले सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी मा हरेक महिना सानो सानो लगानी गरी लङ टर्ममा धेरै फाइदा पाउनुहोस्। सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी, आज एसआईपी, भोलि वीआईपी।
भाइ दुईटा चिसो रेड बुल गर्दिनु न यार।
भाइ रेड बुल
के दिएको यो? रेड बुल भनेपछि रेड बुलले चाहिन्छ।
रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आएको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट।
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend, drive the ball.
And the winner of Miss Nepal World 2023 is Miss DHI Sricha Pradhan.
नमस्कार, म मिस नेपाल र मिस DHI सृचा प्रधान। मेरो यो जितको खुसीमा मलाई साथ दिने DHI ले हजुरहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी ल्याउनेछ। Wishing you all a happier home.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है।
अब इन्डिया रोमिङ झनै सजिलो। इन्डियामा हुँदा इन्डियन लोकल नम्बरमा कल मात्र 8 रुपैयाँ 88 पैसा प्रति मिनेट। बेस्ट बोर्डर रोमिङ प्याक रु 100 देखि सुरु। डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123#.
Himstar for a complete home.
Pond Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
Neoco world-class range of solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys र ग्यास हब्सले तपाईं र तपाईंको घरको पूर्ण रूपमा केयर गर्छ किनकि नियोले बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
Himstar for a complete home.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend, drive the ball.
तिमलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
Himsta for a complete home.
विदेश घुमघामको फन एनसेल रोमिङले थप्छ छन् बेस्ट रोमिङ प्याक्स रु 100 देखि सुरु बेस्ट 28 डेज रोमिङ प्याक मात्र रु 2499 मा डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123#.
Himsta for a complete home.
I dare to express myself freely. I dare to aim with precision. I dare to explore new paths, fueled by ambition and unshakable focus. I dare to imagine a world where innovation isn't just a concept, but a reality. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
फसेनी हेर बाहिर यसरी भित्र जान त गाह्रो छ भयो नि हाले इजी
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
नयाँ पुस्ताका सपनाहरू थाहै नपाइकन आफ्ना सपनाहरू बनिसकेका हुन्छन् ती सपनाहरूलाई पूरा गर्नुस् खुलेर जिउनुस् सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
एनपीएल वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो पीआरबीटी सेट गर्नु भयो त डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123#6#.
प्रस्तुत छ 10 Plast अटुट जोड मजबुत सम्बन्ध 10 Plast pipes, fittings, tanks, member of 10 group.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
तिमलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती
Himsta for a complete home.
मेरो नम्बर मेरै चोइस आफूलाई मन पर्ने नम्बर छानेर लिनुहोस्
And the winner of Miss Nepal World 2023 is Miss DHI, Sricha Pradhan.
नमस्कार म मिस नेपाल र मिस DHI श्रिचा प्रधान मेरो यो जितको खुसीमा मलाई साथ दिने DHI ले हजुरहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी ल्याउनेछ Wishing you all a happier home.
DHI, happier home. छुट्टै छ है नियोको वर्ल्ड क्लास रेन्जको सोलर वाटर हिटर्स वाटर प्युरिफायर्स चिम्नीज र ग्यास हब्सले तपाईं र तपाईंको घरको पूर्ण रूपमा केयर गर्छ किनकि नियोले बुझेको छ योर वे अफ क्वालिटी लिभिङ
Himsta for a complete home.
Inside edge, saves Asa Caliph. Not that was very full and very straight. His 8th game, he's only batted 4 times, Bipin Rowell. 11, 17, 5 and 3. He's opened the last 2 times. Then he was at number 3 the other 2 games. I just wondered if a little bit like Dev Canal was used in a different role today, whether they might have looked to utilise Bipin Rawal in a different manner. Big surprise for me is Jan Nicol Lofty-Eaton, still not in the 11. They've dropped Basil Hamid, and in comes Luke Benkenstein. See him with the ball either, did we? That's more like it for Rawal. That'll give the Nepal under-19 player a lot of confidence. It's a boundary, a stylish one too. Bit of width from Kami, punished and put away.
Starts very well today. A shot of confidence from Bipin. Got himself in some good balanced position as well there. We've got Dave Canal mic'd up as well. Hello, Dave, can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am. Hi, how are you? Good,
how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Ooh.
It's the Eliminator.
Let's go, boy!
To play for today. Do you find yourselves in a very comfortable position getting a lot of runs on the board in that first innings?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a good total on the board, and hopefully the bowling attack we have, so hopefully we can, defend it.
What's your take on the wicket?
Wicket is quite good today, I guess, and everyone who bats, everyone is coming in the dressing room and telling like wicket is good, but there is a bit of spin as well there. Stop it! Shapaji!
Really good diving stop from Zishan Maqsood. Dev Lenny here, mate. How are you?
How are you, sir? I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, good to hear from you as always. Mate, how have you been enjoying the tournament yourself?
Yeah, bits of ups and downs. I mean, part of the journey, so learning and growing.
That's very much a Monty Desai mantra, isn't it? I love to hear that. Are you satisfied with the couple of times you've got in and got some runs for the team?
Yeah, I mean, I could have, maximized a couple of more opportunities, I guess. Oof. Good stop.
And Dev, were you happy to play that new role down the order today? I know so often, every time I've watched you, you'll be opening the batting or batting at number 3.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a new role, so every role, is something, to grow and learn, and today is a different role. I mean, I can hit some at last, so I'm a bit of confidence as well, but didn't get that much of balls to play, so happy to see other batters scoring runs and making the opportunity like counting and scoring a good total on the board. Catch it! Let's go, boys! Let's go! Come on!
Here's a chance. It's taken. Gulshan Jha takes the catch in the end, and it's an early breakthrough. It's the man they needed some runs from up at the top. It's Ezekiel. And Sompal Kami, the captain, gets the breakthrough.
Absolutely clothed. Right off the toe of the bats, and Gulshan Jha's never going to drop that. He will have felt it was there to hit the trademark. Nabi or Ezekiel shot that one over mid-on. And out come the trademark Kami press-ups. He loves those ones, as do the fans seeing them on the big screen. You heard Dev Canal say, let's go, boys. They've got one early. Ezekiel's gone for one. It's 7 for 1.
Nice one, Sunday.
जो टेस्टको शौकिन छ उसलाई चाहिन्छ केही स्पेशल एभरेस्ट गरम मसाला हाल्नुहोस् मिलाउनुहोस् अनि बन्छ स्पेशल टेस्टी खाना तयार टेस्टमा बेस्ट एभरेस्ट
Corn Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
आफ्ना हरेक चिन्ताहरू अब हामीलाई छोडिदिनुस् तपाईको भोलिको भरपर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
म्याचको मिठो साथी रिजाल्स नमकीन जति खाए पनि
खाउ लाग्ने
First time, completely changed that batting card. What were the discussions around that batting lineup today before you started?
I mean, the discussion is pretty simple. Like, it's a big game, so let's keep things simple and just go through the balls like on the merit and play on the line of the ball and just play the natural game. And I guess everything is pretty much went into it and batted really nicely.
2 half centuries in the batting card, 1 almost half century with Chadwick Walton on 46. Was there a lot of confidence in the dugout before you came out in the second innings?
Yeah, I mean, Chaddy also gets a new role today, a bit lower down the order, and the way he smashes the bowlers. I mean, everyone knows how West Indian flavor is, so he shows some West Indian flavor as well today. And happy to see some good performances with the bat by the boys. And hopefully we can, defend the target and continue the momentum.
Yeah, he's good fun to have around the camp as well, isn't he, Chadwick Walton? Ever charismatic. We'll just watch this ball. I want to ask you about the bowling now after this one. Hit towards Dev Canal and he can't cut it off. Always going. Well right to his right, and Bipin Rawal gets a second boundary. That's a super 4 powered by Enzell 4G. Dev, you're probably out of breath there, but can I just ask you about young Bipin Sharma in particular, 16 years of age. Quite a marvellous tournament he's been having. Just seeing if you can still hear me, Dev, asking you about young Bipin Sharma, the 16-year-old spinner.
Yeah, I mean, he's a founder of the tournament, I guess. And he's bowling very well on the right channel, a pretty confident guy, and loves to, do it for the team. Bold. Good areas.
Dev, just going to keep you for one final question. No, you've got a lot to focus on there in the game.
Yeah, that's correct.
Is it as simple as 3 matches, 3 wins, and you'll get your hands on that iconic trophy?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have a pretty balanced side, and the way we have performed after losing continuous matches, starting the tournament, and the way we bounce back, especially hats off to the bowler, the way they bowled, the way they deliver for us, and hopefully today is the day they can again defend the target and going forward to the tournament and doing good stuff as a team.
Mate, want to wish you all the best as always. Loving following your journey.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the captain of the Nepal under-19s in January, really talented young leader, and he hasn't got the runs he maybe would have wanted in this tournament. 150, 123, got to open the batting with Shikhar Dhawan, and now down the order, but he'll have a big role to play for the Yaks going forward, particularly if they can get through today. Who knows? Might be an upset. They only squeezed in 4th place. They may well be in that grand final on Saturday.
Luke Benkenstein back in the side today. Had to come in quite early thanks to an early wicket picked up by Sompal Kami.
Much more like it. Rawal playing with intent. Width on offer, pace too. It's his 3rd boundary. And the small little left-hander finally showing his worth for the Rhinos.
But they need a lot more of these. Goes to the offside this time. Gets a good piece of it as well. He started positively and the intent is very clear. Up and over the infield as it races away for a boundary. And then Yadav's been another impressive find as well in this tournament. He bowls very well in the death overs, great control. I went awfully close to those mountains yesterday, Lenny. Ended up in Nagarkot in the afternoon.
Gorgeous scenes. We'll hear more about that in a moment. 2 have been bowled, 17 for 1.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha. Your way of quality living.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं.
Sunfee Stock Fantasy.
Sometimes you get a haze and a smog. But yesterday, Manali, not just Chandragiri for you, Nagarkot as well. That's a big day of travel.
Yeah, I really got to thank Sandeep Labichani for that one, actually, because we weren't planning on going to Nagarkot. He's like, no, you got to check it out. Well worth it. This is worked into the leg side. Should pick up 2. I mean, to all of our viewers, if you are a Nepali, first of all, I got to say, you've got a beautiful country. The scenery here is incredible. To have that Himalayan range. I did get to see Everest from very far, but I got to see Everest. For those of you who are not here, who are not Nepali, you got to come and visit this beautiful country. It has a lot to offer. Along with the beautiful mountains, it's got some really beautiful people, beautiful at heart as well.
Yeah, gorgeous place, really is. About 180 kilometers you'll have seen it away from. I think that's the distance from Chandragiri, in and around that, but you can definitely make out just how special a place it is.
Well, the first 2 hours in Chandragiri, we identified the wrong mountain as Everest, and then we were corrected, and then we finally saw the actual Everest.
Yeah, I think once you get up over 8,000, they all look kind of similar. 8 of them here, 8,000 or more, 8 of the 14 in the world. Bipin Rawal did play in that Under-19 World Cup alongside Dev Kanal earlier in the year. Opened the batting 3 times, 2 against Afghanistan, 2 against Bangladesh. I think his best effort with the bat was against Pakistan, where he made 39. But all of those scores were at kind of slow rates, more ODI rates. That's going to be 4 more. Real fortune this time. No slip in place. Cramped for room, and that'll be another boundary.
And that's going to be 4 education kits by the Ansel Foundation. Healthy edge, and it's well placed, we'll call it that. There's no slip in place, takes advantage of it, and he'll pick up a boundary. Great to see that the boundaries here result in the school kids getting some cricket equipment in the form of kits, and that'll help continue to grow the sport. Oh, calls for catch it on this one, and that's going to be the second one. It's Gulshan Jha who's now taken both catches, and Sampal Kami who's picked up both of these wickets. Both openers are back out in the pavilion.
And that, without doubt, is an ultraviolet ballistic moment of the day, because it's Kami again. He's not picked the cutter here at all, as Bipin Rawal, so he's miles early on the shot. Bat well out in front of his body. Gulshan Jha gets the dive in. He's pumped up. So too are the Yaks. Are we about to see a big upset here? The side in 4th. Very much on top early. Rawal's gone for 18. It's 24 for 2. Well, the captain, Sampal Kami, who's had a bit of a mixed tournament, to be honest. Really standing up when it matters, and he'll now face the opposite captain, Kushal Malla. Only 4 players with 200 or more runs in the tournament. He's one of them. He will have a big role to play with his left-handed batting. Gets off the mark immediately. Just be a single. Going to see some cagey stuff, I think, throughout the rest of this innings. When will the Yaks be happy to bowl spin to Malla will be the big question. Malla, he was so hesitant, so reticent to go to his spinners in that first innings. And Ovasakar bowled 4 of the first 10, but no left arm spin, no Luke Benkenstein. I really think it's going to be a game of cat and mouse, as Rawal's the one who's gone. The Para, you'd imagine, will be in next. And a good bouncer to finish. The Yaks right on top. They found 2 halfway through the power play. It's 25 for 2.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
प्रस्तुत छ 10 Plast, अटूट जोड, मजबूत सम्बन्ध. 10 Plast pipes, fittings, tanks, member of 10 Group.
DHI Happier Home. Today sahay.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
We're already here, the Suda Prashim Royals, the most followed, best supported side in this inaugural year. Plenty of Carnally fans here though too, and I'd imagine the Janakpur ones will be turning up this afternoon. But for Kami, who's picked up 2 wickets in an innings for the first time in the tournament, he will now do something that we've all been calling for in the commentary box. Turn to Gulshan Jah. 7 overs in the tournament, just the 1 wicket. But it's a much better playing surface today, and he knows how much Kushal Malla loves spin, so he's going to go to his medium-fast all-rounder from the Chobar end of the ground. This is going to be a big contest between 2 of the best all-rounders in the country. Very nearly knocked over from his first delivery. Whoever wins this little battle could end up going a long way to dictating today's match.
Well, these two know each other well as well. Right in the middle of bat and stump. The issue is when you've got such a high total, you don't have the luxury of taking your time out in the middle. You have to keep that required run rate in check. 2 early wickets today with just 25 runs on the board puts them under even more pressure. Yes, Kushal Malla has played well, but he's in a pretty tough situation right now. This is a big total.
A quick explainer. I know a lot of you fans will know this from the IPL, but 2 chances for the Royals and the Bolts in the qualifier 1 this afternoon to get to the final. Even if they lose today, they'll have another chance tomorrow. For this morning's game, the eliminator, it's quite simple. You've got to play 3, you've got to win 3 to get your hands on the trophy. Today, tomorrow, and then the grand final on Saturday. It's a straight shootout here. Losers are gone from this morning's contest. How much pressure will the likes of Luke Benkenstein be feeling? Still very early in his career. Brought in, I thought he was brought in to bowl, but he's not used with the ball, up at number 3 with the bat. Has shown us a few flashes, but there's a lot of pressure in the eliminator.
I want to look at the bowling lineup for the Rhinos this morning. And it seems both sides have changed things up. The Yaks are the batting, and the Rhinos are the bowling. And he's gotten starts so far. This is a good-looking stroke. Takes 1 step down the pitch, and it's launched for 6, straight over the bowler's head.
Well, shot of the day, without doubt. What an authoritative stroke from young Luke Benkenstein. Bit of swagger there. 1 step down, the key, look at the head. Look at how still his head is. And then all you've got to do is stand and admire your work. What a stroke for a Siddhartha Bank 6. The 299th of the competition. Jah has proved costly when he's been used.
Teed off on that one. Plenty of confidence on it. And the balance, exquisite.
I think we might have a lost ball up there because I travelled many a mile. Just thinking about this chase, and in terms of it definitely looking like a better pitch that we're playing on today, but it's really an outlier, that Biratnagar Kings chase of 191 that the Lumbini Lions made. Nobody else has chased more than the 150 that the Gurkhas hunted down against the Yaks. So to get up to this 176, that's the target, these Rhiners are going to have to play very well. And these two, alongside Ravi Bopara, who's to come, you'd imagine that they will have to do the vast majority, the heavy lifting of this chase. Does look a really good batting surface though. You can just see the pace, the bounce, the carry.
One delivery to come. Gulshan Jha has gone for 7 so far.
Little leg cutter, that's his go-to slower ball for Gulshan Jha. Just 7 from it, despite that monstrous 6. It's 32 for 2.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Himstar for a complete home.
DHI Happier Home. Today sahi.
Right Path Career Counseling. Right counseling for quality education.
Ahead of where the Yaks were at this stage, but remember, Maksud had a pretty slow start. Just a little touch on Chadwick Walton's innings in terms of knocks of 20 or more in the comp. It's only been 3 with a strike rate of 200 plus. Jimmy Neesham with that 65 off 24. Dipender Singh Airi with that 57 off 20. The Yaks VVIP section again.
.52 off 39 from him today. Started really well. Started as an anchor. Nicole Sawala just helped get that partnership to grow, and then towards the end really accelerated with Chadwick Walton.
Angling down. Just want to get a look at the square leg fielder. Barbara Hyatt is on the field. Now, when I was down doing that flash piece, they actually asked me to have a chat to Kulsawala, but he went straight into the doctor. He said he wasn't feeling well, feeling ill. So Barbara Hyatt is out there, and he may be out there for the entirety of this 20 overs. A little bit ignominious, isn't it? Dropped from the team and then told, out you go, field all 20.
Kulsawala did have the physio come in as well. He looked like he might just be dealing with some altitude issues. We had a shot of him, as that's a wide, a shot of him in the pavilion after he had gotten out, and he still looked like he was getting some help. I mean, it is quite high up in altitude here, and if you're not used to it, you got to adjust pretty quickly to that, and he did score a half century. I suppose that fitness does get tested when you don't have as much oxygen in the air.
I'm not sure about 1,400 metres up being altitude based. I think you got to get over 2,000, 2,500 for that to be a factor. I think he just looked ill. I think the doctors were giving him some electrolytes and trying to get him healthier.
Have you asked HD? Because this difference certainly affects him.
He's soft though. He pretends to be hardcore.
Not here to defend himself right now.
It's the only reason I'm saying it. Gorgeous shot that from the umpire cam. Perfect day for cricket. We've been blessed with such good weather throughout this MPL. Slashed and put down, was it? I think he might have just got half a fingertip on it. It's the youngster, 16 years of age. We've seen drop catches be a big factor in the first innings. Did Bipin Sharma get anything on this?
Tried to slash at this one, towed it. Oh, just over the reach of his hand. Needed to be a little bit taller.
He looked at his positioning though, he was maybe 2 yards inside the 30-yard circle. Think about that kind of position with an off spinner who's really skiddy it on with a new ball. You want to be very deep on the edge of the circle. He just snuck in, proved a little costly. This goes a long way up, should fall safely because everyone's up on the offside. They'll definitely get two. Can they get a third? No, because good fielding. Hunting in packs. Sampal Kami going with the fielder. And at the end of the fifth, it's 40 for 2.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
Himstar for a complete home.
Out for the Rhinos, but this looks a good surface and the batters need to back themselves. Fair amount of batting left. Soil Tanvir has been out of form. Amar Rautela got some runs in the last game. They've added Sharad Vesavkar. So you want to believe they have the depth in their batting to chase down 175 as Zishan Maqsood comes on to bowl over number 6. Yeah, you got to believe in the trueness of the surface, but yes, the scoreboard pressure will keep building. Darren Gough, good morning once again.
Yeah, good morning. Belter of a wicket. The crowd is building.
He's got a lot of willow on this one. Just the sound of leather hitting willow, and that's gone a distance as well. Kushal Malla will need to bring out more of these hits in the middle to put the pressure back on the fielding side.
Yeah, the 306th of the tournament, and it's a crackerjack. You're right, Michael. The best sounds, one of the best sounds in the world. Leather on wood. It's a beautiful, beautiful sound. And that one straight in. Siddhartha Bank 6, another one. Beautiful.
Yeah, and this is where Malla needs to capitalize. He was hesitant in bringing the left-arm spinner to the left-handed batter when he was captaining. Now he has his counterpart dishing out a left-arm spinner to him in the middle.
Well, I think one of the mistakes the Rhinos made is that they were too concerned about matchups. Right-handers bowling to right-handed batters and left-arm spinners bowling to left-handed batters. They worried too much about the match sets. They really do, the matchups. The Yaks are just going to bowl the best bowlers at the right time. Simple. They do that and they've got a good total on the board. The pressure is on the Rhinos. They are chasing a good total. 176 needed for a victory and a place.
He's played all over. Maqsood strikes, flexing his muscles, brings out the step, and they are delighted. What a moment here. Benkenstein has to walk back.
Well, we're just talking about the Rhinos have to do something special to get into the qualifier. Pretty straight, really. Trying to hoik to the leg side. And look at Zishan. Oh, we love it. Off you go on his little march. It's a nice slow march from Zishan, but it doesn't matter. Benkenstein, he goes for 16 from 13 deliveries. The Rhinos in trouble here. 47 for 3.
Got the runs with the bat, and now the bowlers are accounting for wickets at regular intervals. First for 7, the second for 24, and now for 47 as well, as The crisis man walks out, Ravi Bopara, once again in a situation where he'll need to stay, score and bail his team out of trouble and put them in a position of strength.
Well, the finisher is known for in England, and I think it's a simple equation for me for the Rhinos. If he's batting at the end of the 20th over, they've a very good chance of winning the game.
What an over. Was hit for a 6 in a second delivery, comes back to get Benkenstein's wicket, done with the power play. It's 47 for 3.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
DHI happier home. Today sahi.
Lose at all?
No, not bad at all, and I think we said it was a belter this morning. I understand why the Rhinos had a bolt. They got 2 good left-arm seamers. They wanted to get first up on the pitch. But it's a belter of a wicket, and the Yaks, with their batting lineup, it's struggled to fire. They made a lot of changes. They brought Kolsawala in, who was unbelievable, 53 from 39 deliveries. And Zishan came up 14, and Will Basisto, who's been the performer for me, for the Yaks, a fine 50. And here he is now with a ball.
Yeah, what a time for your overseas recruits to come good. Jaikishan Koslawala got a 50, Basisto got a 50, and Walton unbeaten on 46. Wow. And that will be referred upstairs. Yeah, direct hit, and I reckon Bopara would have been struggling. I'm not too sure that throw was a firm, hard throw to Basisto from covers. That may have helped Bopara to get back.
There you go, you're on the big screen. The umpire decision's pending from NP. There it is. I think he's just about, comfortable in Bopara. Really comfortable. Good fielding. Great position, Basisto behind the wickets. But Bopara technically very good, sliding the bat home, and he's safe. Huge moment for the Rhinos.
He's had a good tournament, Basisto. Meanwhile, courtesy the single, the Rhinos bring up their 50 in the 7th over at the expense of 3 top order wickets.
But you're right, we talked about the players who have been, the overseas players have come to the party today. Kolsawala, Basisto and Chadwick Walton. And actually, Tambia for the Rhinos, 2 for 24 really off his 4 overs. He was excellent.
Yeah, you talk about Basisto, his impact as a batter, 6 for 28 in one of the games earlier in the tournament in the league stages. And how much of crease occupation he's shown in this tournament, and the appetite for runs, Darren.
Oh, his batting's been superb. He played the sweep shot and the reverse sweep beautifully. With the ball, he's steady, workmanlike, got 6 for in one game, which was the turning point for him. But he likes to turn the ball. He really gives it a bit of air. He tends to bowl to the right-handers outside and turning into the stumps, which is a bit of a risk factor because the right-hander batter can hit with the spin.
Look at that.
Oh, there you go. Fielding off his own bowling as well. Yeah, he's had a good tournament. I think he'll be safe for a place next year in one of the teams. He really will. There you go. There's one winner, I'm afraid. The one-on Rhino. He's going to beat the Snow Leopard.
Well, looks like the Rhinos winning this one for the moment. I'm not too sure in the middle that's happening. But momentum here right now with Mr. Gaida of the Chitwan Rhinos. Cut away. He'll take a single and get to the other end and keep strike as well. Malla holds the key in this chase for the Rhinos. It's 53 for 3.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs ले बुझेको छ. Your way of quality living.
तर यो जित्ती दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
ब्याङ्किङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स। यसमा पोइन्ट छ।
सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
What a frenzy.
I've lost track of days. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Wednesday, another full house we're going to get. The crowd has been building steadily throughout the morning and they're all set for the El Clasico, the equivalent this afternoon, the Royals versus the Bolts.
Yeah, I can sense the way Sompal Kami is thinking here. The big wicket for him is Kushal Malla, and that's why he's employing more of off-spin. Just trying to eke out another wicket over here. Then they'll get into the lower middle order, which has not got much of batting as well for the Rhinos. Shouts for 2, and they'll get that comfortably as well.
Well, I think Malla has come well into this tournament, and if his team can get through this game, the eliminator, and move on to the qualifier tomorrow, I think he's going to be in a good shout for one of the player of the series. A nervous camp, the Rhinos camp, chasing 176. Yaks the favourites at this moment in time, but the game quickly changes.
Yeah, you saw Rotella padded up. He's chipped that in the air and falls safely as well. Very half-hearted. They need to be careful with the running. Malla needs to keep in mind he's running with Ravi Bopara and not Dipendra Singh Airi.
Yeah, Ravi has been around a long time. See, I played with him at Essex many years ago, but still a high-quality performer. Plays in leagues all around the world. Much sought-after player. The Rhinos did well to get Bopara. Good all-round cricketer, experienced, good team man as well. Great around the dressing room.
Yeah, you can learn a lot around him. The way he walks on the field, the conduct, the discipline, and just the way he maneuvers the ball as well to rotate the strike.
Well, the interesting thing about Bopara, Ravinder Bopara, is he plays for Northants back in England, and one other player who's over here from Northampton is Saif Saib, plays for the Royals, and he's kind of a mentor to him. So they could be on opposite sides if they play again in the tournament.
Yeah, just checked his shot at the very end. Just felt Malla was ready to launch into that one. That late adjustment, well bowled, Dave Kanal.
Yeah, just keep rotating the strike. Try and keep scoring around that 7 and over mark for now. Get a partnership going. Malla and Bopara, a big partnership. The Yaks know this is the partnership they have to break. If these two are here at the end of the innings, there's only one winner, if I'm going to be honest, but the Yaks are in the box seat. Rhinos for it all to do.
Yeah. A lot at stake here for the Rhinos at the moment. It's a huge ask, a mountain to climb. That asking rate now close to 10. It's 59 for 3.
अब संसारको जुनसुकै ठाउँबाट
आयामी गरेको पैसा सजिलै प्राप्त गरौँ डाइरेक्ट पेको सुपर वालेटमा।
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी Red Bull असली नै रोजौं।
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Firmly struck. Straight in and straight out. Never easy. But I still reckon Bosisto has done well to get his hands behind it.
Oh, he hit that hard, didn't he, Bopara? But it's a chance. Half a chance. A good cricketer, Bosisto. Can bowl, can bat, and he's good in the field. He's quick in the field, but one went down there. They'll be disappointed. But remember what comes next. Always the next delivery. Batting, bowling, fielding, the next ball is always the most important.
And he's changed sides now. He's coming around the wicket. Just wants to get in with an angle to the right-handed batter. Yeah, that was the plan, to keep it outside off. Time since the last boundary, 18 deliveries. Asking rate over 10. Now the pressure seems to be building on the chasing side. 3 overs. You can sense that one of the batters will be shifting gears and getting into a daring mood over here now, Darren.
The problem is they're bowling well here, the Yaks, and what's happening with the Rhinos, they're hitting to the fielders. They've got the fielders in the right position. They just cannot get a boundary. 13 off 17, this partnership's they're going to have to up the run rate. Also going to fail well short. Over 10 and over now needed for the Rhinos.
Yeah, you're right, Darren. They're bowling really well. Bosisto is just stuck to a length that keeps the batter guessing. Yeah, the Karnali Yaks in the driver's seat, and we would love to be in the driver's seat over there as well. The Omoda, the Jeku, the fastest growing brand in the world.
What a lovely colour as well. We went in one the other night, didn't we? To the cocktail party with for Brian Lara. Good drive.
Isn't he brilliant in the middle? And a proud moment for his parents as well, Mr. Mark and Mrs. Helen Bosisto, who are in attendance as well to watch their son play in the middle. Only 2 runs so far. Yeah, he's had to give a swipe at that one. Premeditated, gave the charge, had to reach out to it. And he's done well to negate that. After 21 deliveries, we are seeing a boundary. 9 gone at 65 for 3.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
Five for 3. Darren, something has to give over here.
Well, the one-on rhino is a vulnerable species, and the chipmunk rhinos are very vulnerable at this moment in time. Need to over 10 and over.
Yeah, they're just a little indecisive with their running as well. Kushal Malla has not been able to coordinate with Ravi Bopara the way he would have liked to.
Again, good bowling from the Yaks, Dev Canal. Bala trying the frustration, you could hear it on the stump mic, wanting a boundary, and the pressure builds. Partnership 20 from 23, 10.22 needed and over. You're looking at a boundary and over now, which is gettable. It's well gettable on this pitch. The ground staff have created a belter.
He's had a go at that one. That's gone a mile as well, and that's over the side screen and out of here. That's a decisive hit by Ravi Bopara.
And this is what we're talking about. The pitch is a belter. The crowd have turned up to see a good game, and we're getting one. Here we go. Bopara at his best, down the ground, full swing of the bat, and it was up and away. It's a maximum. Look at that. Whoa, just keeps going. Get the ball in the air, and you can see what happens. A maximum.
Yeah, they need to target bowlers, just like how the Yaks were attacking bowlers in the middle. That's when Kushal Malla was not sure as to what his bowling options should be up front.
Well, he did. I mean, Ravi Bopara, 2 overs, 1 for 8, underused. Kushal Malla, 2 overs, 1 for 21, underbowled. You know, I just didn't think they'd get it right here. And then he brought Ranjit Kumar in just to try and do the matchups. And guess what? He went for 18.
Wow, some work there to retrieve the ball. And it's a camera person. Great job, great throw.
Sitting on top of the umbrella, was it? Good strike, wasn't it, from Bopara? And this is what he does well. He's just realised they just hit the maximum. Next ball, keep the scoreboard going. Just take one, don't get too greedy, and put the opposite number on strike. Kushal Malla on strike now to Canal.
A vital association being forged in the middle. This partnership were 28 and 26 deliveries.
For the Rhinos to win from here, one of these has to be there at the end. It's my honest opinion, but good support in the crowd. The Rhinos, the passion, look at the passion there.
He's chipped that in the air, and he clears long on as well. That's the class and timing of Ravi Bopara. Didn't quite get to the pitch of the ball, but the good thing about that shot, he went through with it. Good way to end the over. 16 coming off it at the halfway stage. Rhinos 81 for 3.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Fresh. Freshness that bonds.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Himsta for a complete home.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Himsta for a complete home.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha your way of quality living.
What a moment for the 16-year-old. Well, there's just enough there. Not sure if it's good morning or good afternoon, right? I think it's still good morning. HT, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, Lenny. I must admit, I think this is a critical period of the game here. Bipin versus Kushal Malla, because just the way Bopara went about his work against the off-spinner, I've got a sneaky feeling that that's what Malla will try and do against the young man. Now, he's matched everyone that's come at him. It's can he do it in this situation?
beauty, an absolute beauty. Bipin Sharma's celebrating, but Chadwick Walton is less convinced. Let's go upstairs.
What a beautiful delivery this is. I mean, let's bear in mind that Ravi Bopara has played some cricket in his time. And for him, he felt that he could just nudge this down to long on or through mid-wicket for one. There'll be no problem with the front foot. But he draws Bopara into a leg side stroke, spins it past the outside edge. The question is, has he dragged? And if he has Walton done it in time? Well, we'll look at this a few times, maybe not. I think he's okay.
And that's why Walton wasn't convinced. Sharma was off celebrating. He was running to the man at point. I think he's got back. Fantastic dexterity. And another look from the reverse angle, and you see there clearly for me, the spikes are down, but only just in time.
Television umpire has to be 100% certain he's got to get this decision right, but I think that Bopara will be not out. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, the NPay umpire decision pending, not out. Good decision. Durganath Subedi up in the hot seat, and a smile, always good camaraderie between most of the overseas players who come in. Was a beautiful delivery. We've kind of got lost on the potential of the dismissal. Just the perfect left arm spinners. Ball nice and wide of the crease and causing problems. Now every match we've got a sparkling smile. Fan of the match, Madam, it's you. And there it is, a lovely big smile too. Thanks to Happy Dent. A hamper on its way to you.
Sorry. Yeah.
Always cool, calm and collected Kushal Malla. Could make an argument that after a difficult 2024, this is his chance. Bowled him! Sharma gets Malla. Maybe the biggest blow of the match. The captain falls to the 16-year-old who is living out his dreams here at the TU.
Yes, it keeps a little bit on the low side, but you can't fault the young man. He's been absolutely brilliant throughout the tournament. Malla gets caught playing back, as he's done so often against the spin. Is that the game changer, as the young man won it for the Yaks, because this is an enormous wicket as Malla goes for 21. The Rhinos are 83 for 4.
Well, I'll tell you something. This great nation had probably never heard the name Bipin Sharma 3 weeks ago. I'll be honest, I hadn't, HD. But right now, his performances for the Yaks are maybe, just maybe, putting them right on the brink of being one game away from that grand final on Saturday. It may have been all of the overseas players doing the business with the bats for Karnali, but the hometown bowlers Sampal Kami and now the 16-year-old Bipin Sharma standing up as Santosh Karki comes to the crease. All that adrenaline and a smile from Sharma. will get the single because of the misfield. In fact, they're going to get a couple, so Bapara will keep the strike. That's a good result for the Rhinos, but it's a big wicket taking over. 5 have come from it. It's 86 for 4.
अब संसारको जुनसुकै ठाउँबाट
आयामी गरेको पैसा सजिलै प्राप्त गरौँ डाइरेक्ट पेको सुपर वालेटमा।
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
म त निर्धक्क छु। प्रभु इन्स्योरेन्स छ साथ। अनि तपाईको?
प्रभु इन्स्योरेन्स, protecting your future.
Not get any bigger than this. You're watching the Eliminator live, and there are the Janakpur Bolts arriving for Qualifier 1 later on. They'll have to take on the top of the table from the group stages, the Sudar Pashim Royals, in what has been dubbed across social media as El Clasico. Zishan Maksud back into the attack, 90 to win off 54. We said the partnership between Bapara and Mallow is key. Now, it may be all about that man on your screen.
Well, how about this for a shot? I mean, that is as good a cricket shot as you're going to see anywhere in the world, in any tournament around the world. That is just pure class.
Siddhartha Bank 6 of the highest quality. Well, I said that the one off Gulshan Jah was the shot of the day. That is the shot of the day, no doubt about it. Utterly exceptional. He's barely even tried to hit it. He's let the bat do the work. The timing couldn't have been any purer. As a consequence, Maksud just drags it back. Truly stunning how well he times the ball, isn't it? And I think you and I were both spellbound there for a moment, weren't we? Glorious. Back live now.
I'm just unsure about how Bapara can do this by himself. He's going to need some support now. Kaki's managed to get 28 as a highest score. He might have to get somewhere near that. Bapara's he's good, but he's not a magician.
Yeah, the other problem is that the two overseas batters are both out. Hassan Isakale and Luke Benkenstein. I know we're going to sound like a broken record, you and I, HD, because we're on the same page on this one, but no Jan Nicol Lofty-Eaton, again, particularly given he's a left-hander, particularly how well he bowled in the tournament, is looking more than a touch foolish. Will it prove fatal for the Rhinos? We'll have to find out. It's 94 for 4.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नुभयो त? Download Ncell app now or dial *123*6#.
But the two extra wickets gone and the two overseas batters apart from Bapara gone makes it all the more difficult for the Rhinos, as does the skills of this young 16-year-old.
Going back to that dismissal of Marla, again it throws the old matchups discussion out there, doesn't it? Because there's a left armer who's knocked over a very, very big player. And I can't help thinking that Kushal Marla overcomplicated things with his captaincy today and the rotation of the bowlers.
There's some of the Cricket Association of Nepal team who've worked so hard to help make this event possible. And I'll tell you one more thing, HD. Who got Gulshan jived? Kushal Malla, left arm spinner to a left-hander. Bowl your best bowlers. It's our message from this tournament. Yes, consider the matchups, consider if there's a shorter side, of course. Bowl your best bowlers in the key periods at the crunch moments. That is the way, whatever the format, T20, ODI, Test match. There, I think, will be some young captains. Remember, it's all local captains here that will learn from this tournament.
I think you made a great point earlier on when we were on, where you said the statisticians provide you with all the information. Once you've received that information, now you make a considered decision. You don't ignore it, but it's not something that's cast in stone. Cricket is an ever-evolving game. It is like a game of chess. You can't just say, well, this is how we're going to play the game, because the game can unfold in a very different manner.
Required run rate starting to spike, mainly because of this over. It will be edged away for 4, but it's still only 5 from it. Bopara needs support. It's a one-man stand at the moment for the Rhinos. It's 99 for 4.
ब्याङ्किङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स। यसमा पोइन्ट छ। सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimney. The gas hobsle was your way of quality living.
DHI happier home. Today sa hai.
Reason why Anil Shah has been ruled out of the tournament. So the Janakpur Bolts announced that yesterday. Believe it's a minor fracture to his hand. That means Anil Shah is out of the team. Asif Sheikh, who was the only marquee player to not be captaining, will now take up the reins, and I'll see him out there for the toss in just over an hour's time for the first v second game, the Big El Clasico, as the 100 comes up.
Yeah, and Asif Sheikh, he's got a couple of starts, hasn't he? But he's only got a top score of just over 30, so he needs to come to the party.
Well bowled by Maqsood. He watched Bopara give himself room and he followed him. Yeah, there he is, Asif Sheikh. Tul Bahadur Thapa on his right, or the left of the screen as you look, and there's the Tiger. Warm greetings between Dipendra Singh Airi and Harsh Thakur, and also Lalit Rajbanshi, who's at a sterling tournament. It may be El Clasico on the pitch, but they're all great pals off it. We're in for a real treat this afternoon.
Do you think they go into that match with less pressure on them, knowing that there's definitely another game? Or do you think that goal of going straight to the final has its pressure?
I asked the Bolts guys that, actually, it was the night before last, and they were saying we're desperate to win first time round, because they were both sides, I think, were worried about Chitwan. Now Chitwan might not get over the line here. They might need to be worried about the Yaks. 75 to 40 here. It is a big advantage. You want to keep the momentum going your way, and that's what the Royals have after their fielder out at long on. It's gone short and a little bit wide of him. Babra Hyatt gets a bit lucky. That had burst through his fingers. I'm not sure teammates would have been too happy with him. But yeah, it's a case, HD, of you want to keep that winning momentum. Sudar Prashim winning 6 from 7. They're favourites going into the 1v2 game this afternoon.
Yeah, I must admit, I didn't see this performance from the Axe. I don't think you did either. They haven't managed to get to 145 in any of their previous 7 games, and all of a sudden, at moment critique, they rattle up 175.
I'll tell you, Guy Nendramala won't be gloating until this game is done, but he'll be satisfied with the changes he's made. Big call getting Kulsawala up. Again, cleverly bowled. Immediately Bopara says 2. I'm not sure if he counted the balls because he'll want the strike, so that's probably the better result. He'll get the single. It's a good over from Zishan Maksud, only 6 from it, 105 for 4.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
अब खेल्नेछ नेपाल
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs ले बुझेको छ. Your way of quality living.
Sure, that's in the right order. My gut would be that they'll probably go Sharad Visakar at 7, maybe Amar Singh Ratela at 8 and Sohail Tanvir at 9, but it may depend upon the matchups. If they think about, well, hold on, we want someone to go after the left arm spinner, maybe Tanvir will go at 7. They're all padded up, I think, all 3 of them. But Sharad Visakar, who's well, an icon of Nepali cricket, he's up there with the legacy of the players like Paras Khadka, like Gayanendra Malla, like Shakti Gauchan, like Basanta Regmi. He's got a chance potentially to come in and play that finishing role. There'll be a lot of pressure on him because he hasn't got many runs in the tournament. Beautifully guided away. Again, pinpoint accuracy, 0 risk, and a simple boundary.
He knows exactly what he's trying to do here, Bopara. He gets himself well outside leg stump so as to be able to play that stroke. He knows that the sweeper is fairly straight and that if he gets it square and hits it well enough, he'll help himself to a boundary. That's clever cricket.
Don't know if you saw on the first replay there, HD, just how balanced his head is. His eyes incredibly level. It may sound simple, but if your head is still, you gain more information. So even when he shuffles there outside his leg stump, the eyes still remain completely level. Reminds me of a prize fighter. He's in a great position.
Well, it's so important as a batter for your eyes to remain still and level because of the judgment of length. You tend to find that sometimes batters will, their head will move up and down, and sometimes that leads to a misjudgment of length. When their head falls over, well, that tends to, they lose balance and they can get trapped LBW. But I've always just found those who keep their heads still, they always say, oh, they appear to have a lot more time. And that's inevitably because they judge length so well.
You look at the difference with Santosh Karki, where for me he's overbalancing a touch. You can feel the pressure is building on the young man in a massive way. So Bopara is going to come down and have a word. Karki 7 off 12. Bopara is saying, you've got to rotate, you've got to get singles.
Scoreboard is a wonderful place to gather as much information as you can. And the one thing about this scoreboard, just right at the bottom there, DLS 108. The current runs are 110. And they will... Oh, he's gone. He's missed it. He's missed it. Thought that was an opportunity.
Might have been an opportunity in terms of a stumping. No, it was a big fresh air. Again, beautifully bowled. He swung out of his hip, hasn't he? I'm not sure what Bopara said. Have a swing at it, maybe. There was a chance there, just for a moment. But it's the bat that gets back. As you said, they're ahead on DLS. It's a better stroke. They'll want the second. Bopara is going to take it on to try and get on strike. And the throw for me goes to the wrong end. We're building up to an absolute classic here. It's 112 for 4.
Tapaico, Asli Energy, Red Bull, Asli Nerozon.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है।
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Himstar for a complete home.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
A really exciting contest on our hands. 112 for 4 in 15. They need 64 from 30. And it's that man on strike who's going to have the final say. Ravi Bopara, 41 of 27. And he's looked fantastic so far. Slap through the offside this time. He just needs a good partner along with him out there.
Yeah, it's all setting up for a belting finish here in the Eliminator. It's been a good game so far. A top pitch. As I said earlier, the ground staff doing a tremendous job. The crowd just keeps getting bigger and bigger. There's a great atmosphere here.
Goes leg side. There is a fielder getting under it, and that's going to be another wicket. Gulshan Jaz now taken a few catches in this innings. And Karki, all he had to do was get Bopara on strike, and he's holed out in the deep.
Well, to be fair, Santosh Karki has struggled. He's found in a battle out there, and Zishan is hit into the boundary on the leg side. And Jar, who's been fantastic out there for the Yaks, takes a comfortable catch. And Zishan, there's no dance this time. The Santosh Karki goes for 8, and the Rhinos 113 for 5.
Wickets, that's going to be the concern for the Rhinos, as Soil Tanvir, who can smack the long ball, is now out in the middle.
Yeah, it's a bit high for me. Tanvir coming in at 7, but he does strike a long ball, you're right there. But the key man is Bopara.
Well, that's some innovation first up. And that's going to be 4 runs.
Well, I'll take it back. If you play shots like that, get him in. First to the crease, first ball. Just Elsie on its way. Use the pace of the... Maksud fires it in. Just Elsie on its way. Beats the fielder and runs away for a 4. Fantastic start. But Tanvir, like I said, you're in a position now where you know you need a boundary or over just to stay up with the rate.
Calls for catch it, just short of the fielder, and that required run rate 13, over 13 now.
Here's a replay of the wicket. It was right there, it was in the slot, just didn't catch enough on it. It's a 64-metre boundary out there.
Bit of flight on offer, and that's going to be another wicket. Zishan Maksud, he has been good for his side. There's the dance you were looking for. And it's a quick outing for Sohail Tanvir as he walks back.
Well, there you go. It's amazing, isn't it? Matchups, left armour, bowling to left-hander. He tries to hit to the boundary there. Doesn't get enough on it. Tanvir, he's just come to the crease, but 13 and over is a big ask. And there you go. It's a comfortable catch. Dev Canal in the deep. The waltz down the pitch, but he goes. Tanvir goes 4 of just 3 deliveries, but now the Rhinos in serious trouble here. 117 for 6.
Amar Rotella, best of 42, 76 runs in his 8 matches. And that's going to be a single off the last delivery. It also means that he's going to keep strike. And an exceptional spell comes to an end for Zishan Maqsood. He's a fine player, this man, Maqsood. 3 for 26 and a whole 11 dots in his 4 overs. He's bowled well. 16 overs gone. It's 118 for 6.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Tapaiको असली एनर्जी Red Bull असली नै रोजौं
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs ले बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
Per hour. It's futuristic, it's sleek, and it's a ride you want.
Definitely so. Being a motorbike fan myself, I wouldn't mind a little go on that. It looks nice. Looks a beautiful bike.
Gives himself some room. And he picks up a single. Got to get Ravi Bopara on strike.
Yeah, they sent Tanvir in ahead of Rotella. A left arm spinner bowling to the left arm of batter, and he wanted to hit to that side. It wasn't to be. It's down to Bopara.
He also gives himself some room. The question's asked. We're going to go upstairs on this one. He has to be the key here for the Rhinos. Been part of a few good partnerships as well, but he seems to be the lone man standing so far.
Going to go upstairs to the TV umpire there, Durganav Sabedi. He's called into action. Yeah. Legal delivery, foot behind the line, well behind the line. And here we go, Bopara going for that shot over the cover. He gets back, looks close. Looks good to me. Bopara will be safe, I would say. But they'll keep having a look to make sure. Big part of the game, this.
He's out there. 42 off 29. And he's a class act to watch. Uses his feet this time. It's up and over. The offside for a couple of runs. No, they stick to just the one.
Yeah, it was good fielding. Bit of confusion. Bopara wanted to go for 2. The new batter, the crease for the teller. Now tying his shoelaces. Should have done that before he got out to the middle. Just run out to deep cover. Here it is, the wicket of Tanvir. The matchup, left-hander to left-hand. Didn't quite get hold of it, just come to the crease. Anyone coming in needs a couple of balls, just to have a look.
This is popped up in the air, and it's going to be safe. A couple of bounces to Dave Canal. Required run rate now climbing to 16 and a half.
Yeah, it's down to one man. The Yaks will be comfortable in this position. It's going to need some terrific striking here now from Ravi Bopara.
He's gone long and high as that is smashed for another 6. Absolute elegance, control and balance.
Watch out, the press box. Gives himself a bit of room. Free swing of the arms. And once I said this boy gets bat and ball, he hits it a long way. A terrific performer for many years. And there you go, straight into the press box. Nobody wanted to catch that one.
Last delivery of this over, and they will try and come back for 2. It's not a good throw. It's 2 runs to end the over, 17 gone, and it's 129 for 6.
Plast, pipes, fittings, tanks, member of 10 Group.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश.
Bopara, who has now pulled up a half century, 51 off just 32 deliveries, but the man's on a mission. Could not care less about pulling up a 50 because his task is to get his side over the line here and keep them alive at the Nepal Premier League.
Absolutely correct. He knows the pressure is all on number 24, Ravi Bopara. Such a good player. He's been in this position so many times over the years. He knows he has to get on strike. He knows he has to hit boundaries, preferably maximum, 6. All the pressure on Bopara to get his team home. The Chipwan Rhinos. Yaks in the box seat.
Moving inside the line of this delivery, and he's put it away for a maximum. Amar Rotella now joining the act.
Can they keep it up? Boundary after boundary. Just one big over, 120 over. It brings them back into the game, well into the game.
That's going to be the leg stump, going for a walk. Moved across the stumps one too many times, gave himself too much room this time, and Nandan Yadav strikes.
I'll tell you what, when I see the replay on this, he got himself actually into a good position. If he'd have just used bat and ball, he tried to hit it too hard. The pace of the ball would have taken it over, but he tried to full swing of the ball, full toss, but knocks the leg stump out the ground. The fast bowler loves to see that. Nandan strikes, and unfortunately Amir Rotella goes for 9. Rhino still struggling, 135 for 7.
Sharad Westwalker comes in at a crucial time, and he's going to get off the mark with that single. Surely one big over can still keep them in this contest.
Here it is again, the wicket goes across his stump, just helping on its way. He tried to hit it too hard. It was a good pace, coming to full toss, it was right there to hit, but the leg stump disappears. A big moment for the Yaks. The nervousness about both teams. They know there's a lot at stake here. The loser goes home. It's end of the road in the Nepal Premier League.
Manages to get this down the ground, looking for 2. Brings up a half century, Ravi Bopara, yet again.
Yeah, good player, Bopara. Moves on to 53 now from just 33 deliveries. He's a good player. He knows this ball is a huge ball. Huge 2 balls at this over. He needs a boundary from somewhere. Fantastic player as he scores this series.
That's into the leg side, calls for catch it, and that has got to be the catch of the day. It's Gulshan Jha again, and how big is this wicket? Nandan Yadav gets the danger man, it's Ravi Bopara.
What a wonderful bit of feeling out in the deep. Bapara knew he had to go for the maximum. It had to be a 4, it had to be a 6, preferably a 6. Nandan, the bowler, didn't quite get hold of it. Goes out into the deep, and what a catch. Absolutely tremendous catch in the deep. Diving forward. I think the umpires are having a look, but Bapara thinks he's gone. He's having a walk off. A good effort from Bapara, 53 from 33 deliveries. But here it is, Nandan, he's in. Another full toss, they're just checking the height, I would say, as well. Not a bad strike, but look at this for a catch. Whoa, what a wonderful catch from Gulshan in the deep. Sorry, Ravi, it's time to go. 53, a good effort of 34 balls. Rhinos seriously in trouble now at 138 for 8.
It's down to the tail enders now. Keeper! 2 runs picked up, called to get it to the keeper. It's the end of the 18th. The Rhinos are 140 for 8.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha, your way of quality living.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
म त निर्धक्क छु। प्रभु इन्स्योरेन्स छ साथ। अनि तपाईको?
प्रभु इन्स्योरेन्स, प्रोटेक्टिङ योर फ्युचर।
डिस्कोमा खेलको मजा छ बेग्लै, हरेक खेल हेरिन्छ साथी होस् या एक्लै।
डिश होम, खुशीको कनेक्सन।
2 overs to go. The opposition, the Rhinos, they need 36 from 12. And the issue is they've just lost Ravi Bopara. Well bowled from Sompal Kami.
Well, Sompal Kami has been good today, he really has. He took over the top over, took out Ezekiel and Roal, and now he's coming back for the final overs. It'd be good to see the back of Bapara, a fantastic player, an experienced campaigner, and the only hope the Rhinos had was for Bapara to be at the crease. 35 from 11 should be a formality here for the Yaks. Just get the ball right up there. Almost impossible here for the Rhinos from here.
Free-flowing bat and over the fielder. He'll pick up a boundary here. Rijal Brothers asked to do it with the ball, asked to do it with the bat now.
Like you said, you always have hope. You never give in. Kami there. Length. That was what was wrong with that one. Over mid-off, who's up inside the circle. At 31 from 10 deliveries. Not an easy ask. Even if Virat Kohli was at the crease.
Pulse for 2 again. Their best chance was Ravi Bopara, wasn't it? He had to be out there to the end.
Yeah, I think I called it from early on, but for them to win the game from where they were, the score they got, the Yaks, which was way over what they probably should have got. I thought 160 was the marker score. They went and got 175. The overseas players rocked up and performed today for the Yaks, and the Rhinos knew Bopara was the man. He tried, but he didn't conquer. 53 from 34. But there he is, sad face of Ravi. He knew he had to be the man, but almost impossible. The run rate was just going up and wickets were falling, and the Yaks dressing room will be a happy one. Not yet smiling, but he knows probably deep inside his team have got another chance to make the final.
asking for the cut behind. Umpire says not out. Sompo Kami is very surprised.
Well, at least he can smile. Everybody's smiling. This is what cricket's about. Again, just back of a length. Oh, there was definitely a noise. There's some kind of noise. I don't know what it was. Was it bat on the ground? Was it a pad?
Low full toss. Can't do much more than a single, and that's going to be the end of this over as well. 19th done, 147 for 8.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen. DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है।
बैंकिङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स। यसमा पोइन्ट छ। सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
Last over here in the contest. The Royals are in the house. They play next. It's a low full toss. Nandan Yadav to bowl this final over. Could be in some trouble. Oh, it's going to be 2 runs in the end.
Well, look, they need 29 from 6 balls. They need something remarkable. They need almost a miracle for the Rhinos to chase this total down. They've been excellent, the Yaks, today. They've changed their batting order around. They got themselves to a great total of 175 for 6. The Rhinos needed someone to bat long, but it wasn't to be. They've been excellent in the field and with the ball, the Yaks. And they're now 5 balls away from an unbelievable victory.
Swing and a miss. And it's a dot.
4 balls away from what will be a terrific victory for the Yaks. I think they can breathe the sigh of relief now. All the players, the coaching staff, the fans, they're in joyant mood. They know their team. They're going to be playing again tomorrow.
Oh, it's been an exciting contest, and it's been an excited NPL so far. He really is a maestro at death bowling, Nandan Yadav. More often than not, he will get that Yorker in.
They're vital. Like I say, when you're building a team, you're after a bowler who can bowl at the top and bowl terrific Yorkers. Trying to swing himself off his feet. It really was there, Chad. Not to be just a step too far for the Rhinos. Like I said, I thought 160, 165 would have been an unbelievable total. But that extra 10, 15 runs makes a difference, doesn't it? And I think the Yaks should be proud of their performance today. They couldn't have asked to step up to the mark and deliver on the biggest stage, and they have done.
Are you going to be okay? I know you're really rooting for the Rhinos.
Yeah, I won't, but listen, I admire good cricket, and I think the Yaks today have been excellent. They really have. A lot of thinking's gone on behind the scenes.
Oh, this could be a run out. Needs a direct hit. Gets a direct hit. That's 9 down. They're trying the tail enders to get as many runs as they can on the board. It is going to be in a losing effort. But it's good to see that they want to fight all the way to the end.
Well, like I said, this game's gone now. It's just a formality. And Nandan just bowled it on a length. A good bit of fielding, actually. There was no need to throw it, but he fancied it. He knew they had no chance from here. A great bit of fielding pickup and a comfortable run out. Rijal Brothers goes for 7 from 4 balls. Rhinos 150 for the 9.
That's wrapped him on the gloves. Down to the last wicket.
Well, 26 from one ball. Can we invent somewhere where you can get 26? Perhaps if you can reach Everest from here, we'll give you 26 off the last ball. I'll make up a new rule. Impossible. They can't do it. The Rhinos have fallen short, well short. The Yaks, magnificent. Really, really have been superb today with bat, in the field, with the ball. Everything about their game today has been 100%. The Rhinos on the verge of defeat.
He's striked this one. And he's going to pick up a boundary off the last delivery of this game. That's the end of the Rhinos here at the NPL. And the Yaks, they move on. They've had nearly a perfect game here as they win by 21 runs. End of the road, though, for the Rhinos.
The Yaks, they proceed to qualifier 2 tomorrow. They're over the moon. They're joyous. Been an unbelievable performance. Delight. The captain, the huge smile on his face, congratulating his teammates. The fans bowing and thanking them for giving them another day out tomorrow. Disappointment for the Rhinos. Real disappointment. They were poor today. They were poor in the field, and they've been poor with the bat. They've fallen well short.
Yeah, it just didn't start off the right foot today. They won the toss, but the bowling was not the way they would have liked. Got the bowling partnerships wrong as well, and on the other end, it's the Yaks who got the batting combinations perfect today.
But what they tried to do, the Rhinos today, they were too big on these matchups. Left-handers not bowling to left-hander batters, and off-spinner bowling to left-handers. You forget about the matchups. Bowl your best bowlers. Bowl your best bowlers, and you're in the game. Too much research today. Should have just played the game of cricket. And the Rhinos are out of the competition. Mala had a good tournament for the Rhinos, but it wasn't to be today. And there's only one team going forward, and that is the Canali Yaks.
Yeah, heartbreak for the Rhinos. They've played well. They have played well, but the Yaks, too strong on their day today. Sampal Kami has led well. And he's performed with both getting his captaincy right and picking up the 2 wickets in this innings. 2 for 22 for him.
And there's the batting card, a sad batting card for the Chipman Rhinos. They needed a good start, they didn't get it. They were top 2 were knocked over pretty early. Luke Benkensteen got a start, Mala got a start, but Bapara, the only one to go on to 50 off just 34 balls. Disappointing card really for the Rhinos. 154.9, falling well short and what was needed from them today. And the partnerships, there we go. Partnerships win your games, and they got starts throughout, but no one really stands out there. Nobody stayed with Bapara, and that's all that was needed for the Rhinos. Wasn't to be.
Now the bowling, on the other hand, very tidy. Sampal Kami leading with 2 wickets alongside Nandan Yadav and Zishan Maksud. Well, he is a performer. 3 wickets today in his 4 overs and just the 26 runs. Bipin Sharma closing things off with 1 wicket to his name as well. All in all, a team effort, and they bowled very economically.
DHI happier home. छुट्टै छ है।
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आको रकम
वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
तिमलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ।
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती।
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
I dare to express myself freely. I dare to aim with precision. I dare to explore new paths, fueled by ambition and unshakable focus. I dare to imagine a world where innovation isn't just a concept, but a reality. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Join us and the ranks of thousands of successful students who have unlocked their full potential by pursuing their education.